Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session, then we'll get underway with tonight's session. Well, this is going to be a pretty quick recap because pretty much the entirety of last session was one big massive battle. So you guys will likely recall we picked up where you guys were already in the beginnings of this battle in the Midnight Temple. You're fighting against these combined forces of evil, you might say, representing three distinct factions. You guys were fighting some ghouls, some wildmen, some cultists, some what looked to be vampires, perhaps. The bride seemed to be some type of vampire, the groom, a ghoul of some kind, and then the officiant was a very potent and powerful spellcaster using some dark magics. You guys continued fighting this battle that you had started outside of the temple, and it kind of moved on in as two of the spellcasters from outside made their way on inside. You guys noticed that those two folks were up on the balcony, so the temple itself had a main floor and then a balcony up top. The spellcasters, as you guys pushed in, essentially were trying to blast you from up top. Pretty quickly, we had Grim making his way up the stairs to try to chase those spellcasters down, and then they were doing sort of tactical retreat as they kept blasting magics down below. During the same time, the main officiant, who you later learned, and probably don't even officially know yet, but you saw it on screenshots and things, was Silpkin. He conjured a blade barrier, blocking your ability to get, or making it much easier, or much more difficult, I should say, to get to him and the bride or the groom. You guys continued fighting the opponents that were gathered outside, taking them down slowly as those spellcasters continued doing significant damage from up top. Eventually, you guys defeated enough of them that you guys tried to push on into the blade barrier. Particularly, we had Runak getting up very close and then Laud threw some magic out at him, polymorphing him. Unfortunately, the groom inside then dispelled that spell pretty quickly. However, you guys did slowly make your way into the blade barrier using either magic to get through or just stepping through and taking the damage from the swirling blades. Once inside, the blade barrier was dropped as the officiant and both the bride and groom engaged your team in combat. Pretty quickly, however, both the bride and groom seemed to try to flee or at least get outside of the temple. You guys managed to kind of cut them off as the officiant continued blasting with some potent spells. There was several critical hits during this battle that were quite painful, and with the spellcasters, the Blood Mage and Vukas Shroudson shooting from up top, oftentimes getting the benefit of you not being able to see them because of how far away they were, but you guys were lit up, sort of blasting down at advantage, and that was very, very painful. Some of the key moments here was as you guys were really fighting through this, eventually we had a pretty big split in the team where most of you guys tried to chase down the bride and the groom, but Runak decided to beeline for the officiant. Grim was kind of off on Lonely Island, still up on the balcony there, trying to make his way around as the Blood Mage kept doing what he could to put distance between Grim and himself. Grim did manage to kill Vukas Shroudson, though, after cornering him there up on the balcony. During this time, the officiant managed to knock Runak down, and then went for the killing blow, smashing essentially his face in, ensuring he was dead, before then moving out to fight the rest of you sort of gathered here. As he was getting very badly hurt, he conjured up some magic, which caused some swirling darkness and sort of mini skulls and things to surround him. This provided him with some type of protection. Eventually, when he took a strong blow which should have killed him, it didn't. That magic seemed to go away, but then he very quickly used a legendary action to summon up some darkness, and then a following one to, what you guys later learned, teleport into that darkness. No longer being able to see him, he was still able to see you guys and use some of his legendary actions to attack out. Luckily, however, you guys were able to use some area of effect abilities, getting kind of close in between the two sides. I believe, but correct me if I'm wrong, when I open up additions to the recap here, I believe it was the Holy Robes of Sister Adelind that was used by Archgale in an area to hit two of the opponents, one of those being the officiant, and that took him down. And then the only thing remaining was taking down the Blood Mage, who was pretty squirrely. However, luckily, Laud used his inspiration and then scored a critical hit on Blood Mage and dropped him. And that is where we ended at the end of the battle. So, team, that's my quick recap of what occurred last session. Anything I missed? Anybody would like to add?
Yeah. Archie fell, and that bride took the robes, the holy robes of Sister Adeline, and tried to run off with it. So we had to get it back, give it back to Archie, and he heroically activated him just at the opportune moment.
Yes, indeed. That bride attacked Archgale as he kind of put himself front and center. She struck out at him and actually drank some of his blood by puncturing his neck with her fangs, and then grasped the robes and tried to flee. But yep, you guys did chase her down. Good addition. Go ahead and take inspiration there, Grim.
I have maybe a question on the recap. I might maybe just misremembered this because I was outside and couldn't see exactly what happened. But when I polymorphed Runok, you said that the groomsman is the one that dispelled that effect. I thought it was a legendary action, and then from the minister of the ceremony.
I would have to double check. Both of those casters had Dispel Magic, and the Officiant has the ability to cast Dispel as a legendary action, so I'd have to go back. I thought it was the Groomsman, but it could have been the Officiant.
Okay, yeah, either way.
And not a big thing, but I thought we had killed the bride inside, and it was the groom that had made it out the doors with the holy robes, but I could be wrong.
I dropped both bodies, so I can confirm that. Yes. Yeah.
I think both of those are actually accurate because it was originally taken by the bride, and we dropped them, and the groomsmen got to it first and picked it up, and then we dropped them too.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, so I'm going to award inspiration to Laud there for the more specific details. Is there anything else pertinent that anybody wants to add? All right, if not, yeah, go ahead.
I just add that the robes like responded to the location we're in, and were like doubly as powerful as they were before.
Kind of on the right track there. Can you recall when exactly it was that you noticed this change in the robes?
It was after he moved to like the center of the room.
Close enough. Yep. Go ahead and take inspiration, Runak. So essentially what it was is when you guys first walked in and were under the balcony, you didn't notice any obvious effect. But once Archgale stepped from underneath the balcony and entered the temple proper, you might say, that is when the robes seemed to respond. They sort of lit up and it became more of a prominent kind of thing. Yeah, Archgale.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but yes, I did give the final blow. However, more importantly, it followed what is it called? When I casted divination to ask, somebody out there, how should we do this? It said Sip Kiln's shadow must be brought to light, which is exactly what happened, hilariously enough.
Yes, indeed. Very much a storybook moment there, as using the light both dispelled the shadows that he was in and killed him. Quite potent there. Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration, Archgale. Alrighty, folks. If nothing else, then let's go ahead and get you guys back over to the Midnight Temple. So once we pick up here, there's a couple things I want to mention real quick. Technically, this next event is what was supposed to happen right when you killed Silpkin, but because you guys are still in the battle, I paused this just momentarily. So with the Blood Mage being died, I'll say you now notice this effect, which is a great tremor runs through the building. A thunderous crack echoes through the temple as a fissure runs up from the foundation, splitting in two the plaque with the carved bear claw that stands behind the altar. The pieces of the plaque fall to the floor, revealing the old wood beneath that still bears the symbol of Sif, covered over but never removed.
Whoa.
Temple of Sif. We should tear down these heretical paintings.
Maybe we should
think we-
commit a ceremony and get it back into Sif's glory.
You think we could restore it?
Adam, while they're walking over there and I'm stuck on the balcony, it's no longer tremoring, right?
Correct. This is seemingly a momentous thing tied to the death of Sipkiln, and that's what caused the tremor, and then it comes to rest.
I'm gonna search the pockets of the Blood Mage since I'm up here with him, I think, still, right?
Sure, yes. The Blood Mage has his robes upon him, but nothing else of interest.
I'm taking the robes. I'm gonna walk over to Vulcan while these guys do the nerdy stuff with the temple.
Sure, Vukas Shroudson, similarly, he is wearing his attire, but you don't find any kind of, money or any kind of notes or anything like that upon him at all.
I'm leaving him naked too.
All right.
Yeah, since I happen to be, well, we'll just say resting from my 4 levels of exhaustion, I'll just kind of find a seat over here, one with the least amount of blood, I guess. Sit down here, and I will ritually cast Detect Magic and say, just bring everything to me. That way I feel like I'm actually doing something.
I'll sit with you, buddy.
They hurt me, Grim!
And I know Archgale, we assumed, was sort of brought back, or at least he wasn't dead. He was knocked unconscious. Did somebody want to apply healing to him, or are we assuming that you guys just prevented him from dying? He has to sleep it off.
Just as a reminder, I had 2 points left of lay on hands, and I gave him 1 point, so he
All
should
right.
be out and about.
Thanks for that
Okay,
reminder.
I'll
So
take that.
Archgale, yep, 1 HP. So you are, pretty hurt, but you are awake. Laud, as you are over here by Runark's body, you can tell he is quite dead. Not just his normal dead, he is extra dead, as his face has been brutally smashed in.
Guys, he's real dead. Like dead.
Dead.
Did we do it? Did we win?
I think so. I think we should rest and then maybe explore what's left here and maybe fix up the temple a little bit before leaving. We're all quite
Well-
tired.
I wonder if with that cracking that just happened, if maybe the doors were set free. I doubt that they wanted to be undead.
Maybe, but I'd rather get a rest in before we try to find out.
Oh no, I'm good for the rest. Trust me, I'm good for that.
Hey Adam, I'm gonna take a look. Can I see the dwarves at the tree line? Are they still the undead horde? Are they still edging towards us, or they're still prevented from walking up here?
They have not moved through the forest at this point. As you look, you have to look pretty carefully and kind of watch. Eventually, you do spot one of them kind of meandering through the woods, but they don't make their way clear of the woods.
Okay, so no real change there. Okay, I'm gonna walk back in. Do I see any other threats? Where I'm at? Kind of concerned about.
Throw me a perception check.
You should have the dead groom out there too. You would probably almost trip over him.
You scan the area looking for anything approaching, any figures, anything like that, but no, you don't see anything.
I'm gonna let the smart guys search the rest of the dead bodies. I was just upstairs. I thought I'd do it while I was up there.
I feel less bad about taking a rest in here, knowing this is actually a temple of Sif. We actually might be able to use this to recuperate. We should
I
check for
hate
any.
I hate to say it, but maybe we should check the rest of the building too.
It's just what I was gonna say, Barnaby. Yep.
Well, that's because
there's
you're
a couple of
smart.
doors down here.
Should we do that after we sleep?
If I remember right, it's all probably balconies. It was a square when we walked around it. I didn't see any map memory. It's not like there was a room protruding to the south.
There's a bunch of doors to the south.
Yeah, but it's probably to a balcony is what I'm saying.
Oh. Or
Archgale.
well, it depends which level of those on.
I just want to look at the emblem of Sif up here and see if it's like different in any way, or if it's more ornate.
Throw me a
You know.
perception check as you do so. So this is where the plaque was hanging that fell down. You can see the symbol of Sif back here now. It doesn't look out of the ordinary. It looks old, kind of weathered, like it was covered up. But as you are circling this area, checking it out, you happen to notice a trap door on the floor.
Hey, there's a door over here.
Maybe we should go in.
Should.
Ready? I feel great.
But before we do, I think we should give Runok his last rites, or unless we plan on coming back up here.
We probably can come back up. Maybe we can take a nap down there where we're out of eyesight.
Hey, Adam, did those robes or anything that was brought to me from those 2 bodies searched by Grim, anything light up or show special?
It's only been 3 minutes.
Guys, let's give us a few minutes here before you guys start wanting to go and fight rats or something like that.
Yeah, if he's popping his detect magic, can you guys, your nerds with high intelligence, go search the groom and the bodies and the bride and the Silpkin guy?
I was going to suggest we do that after we rest. A lot of people have levels of exhaustion right now, and if we remove those, we'll be more capable of doing that after we rest.
Does it affect your detect magic there, Burnaby?
No, mine's ritual. I'm just doing
Yeah.
ritually.
You do notice that as he's moving his hands to cast this ritual, he looks really tired doing it, though.
Yeah, you can do it tired. I'm tired too, okay?
Maybe we should take a short rest while he's doing that, and then move about.
I'm still feeling pretty fresh. I could check while you guys are resting. I can check the bodies.
Yeah, you guys want to go fight all the forces of evil, and so do I, but man, my gosh, I am tired.
You interrupted your ritual, Barnaby. You can't speak while you're doing it.
Oh, I start again. I need 3.5 more minutes.
All right, so just fast forwarding this a little bit, we'll assume the 10 minutes has passed. Caliban, you spend some time searching the body, seeing if you can find anything of interest. I would say it kind of looks more surprising that none of these bodies seem to have anything interesting on them. You would expect people who would have like personal belongings, maybe a little bit of coin, maybe, you know, some documentation, something like that. But all of them seem to have nothing on them except for Sipkiln in the middle there. You do find a small key was around his neck. Other than that, again, the weapons that they would have fought you with, of course, they had that if they were wearing armor. Nothing looks to your eye as being any kind of special armor or special weapons, nothing along those lines. The key is really the only significant thing that seems to stick out.
Oh, I know what I'd like to take a look at.
Make sure you put that on your character sheet there, Caliban.
I will put it on there.
Good call. I know we killed one of them out here, but I would like to look at the groom and bride. And I just want to see, like, what are they? Are they both vampires? Is one a ghoul and a vampire? Like, what are they?
You're pretty confident that the bride was a vampire of some kind and the groom was a ghoul.
But they, yeah, I think that's tells us a lot. But I assume, Caliban, you also search those ones as well and don't find anything on them. Not even the vows.
They were real serious. They had it memorized.
Wow, that is serious. I don't even think I had mine memorized.
I feel like I should check these doors at the south before we go down the trap door, unless we think we have a better chance of resting whatever's below.
Go ahead. Probably nothing there. I think it's just a window or a walkway. I mean, a balcony.
See,
Take a look.
I feel like I'm going to trigger a fireball spell. I'll open this door to the south, Adam.
The door is
Oh.
locked, Caliban.
I'll try the key I just took open.
Sure enough, that unlocks the door.
Oh, it's easy. Guys, there's more doors.
Do we really think it's a good idea to keep exploring?
Probably
Well-
not. We should rest, but I don't know if we should. I don't know if going down is any better.
We can just make the hut here. sleep and then go explore it.
I think that's a good plan.
Hey,
Sounds good.
Can I
hey,
close-
Caliban.
What's that?
Can you search the altar, see if there's any cubbies or anything like that?
We'll do. Adam, I'll try relocking that door.
You're able to do so.
Oh, hoof it all the way back up here. Yeah, check
Get your
check-
steps in.
you got my steps in. Check out the altar. Anything around the altar?
Sure, give me an investigation check as you search for any hidden cubbies or anything along those lines. Not that you see, Caliban. Looks like a simple altar.
Some disgusting things on it, but it all seems pretty benign. All right, some of Archgale looks pretty rough. Barnaby looks pretty rough. We better get these guys resting as soon as we can.
Yeah, even a short rest just to get, something. At the very least, it'll remove some of our exhaustion.
All right, is that you guys' plan then? You want to take a short rest?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, you guys kind of just chill out here in the Midnight Temple. Cold wind blows in from that southern door that's currently open, kind of swelling on inside of the temple every now and again. The stench of the bodies all around you are pretty nasty, mostly because many of them were already dead even while they were fighting you. So unfortunately, now that they're dead, the odor's getting even worse. This hour does indeed pass by uneventfully so. You guys can go ahead and roll hit dice, claim a short rest. And as a reminder, you can make that con save, and our house rule is to take off 1 level of exhaustion from having dropped to 0.
What is the DC on that for the concept or the exhaustion?
I didn't pass it, whatever it is.
House rule number 4, it is DC 10.
Okay, so mine will drop.
We'll use inspiration. It's a con save, right?
It is, yep.
Okay, yep, that sounds about right.
Hey, actually, Adam, mine did not give me the bonus, I think, anyway, with my Paladin Aura, which should be active. That would be a +4.
Okay, yep. I'll trust you to factor it in.
I'm just looking at the roll and everything. I get a -8, but it doesn't show the aura. So
All right. Well, that was a very nice short rest. Barnaby, you still casting that spell over there? What'd you find?
I did that a while ago.
No,
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, don't you remember the DM said he was speeding it up and everything?
I think I was more worried about dying, but good to know. Do you guys want to get all the bodies and throw them outside?
I don't
we need
plan
to
on.
cleanse the temple. We need to cleanse the temple.
Okay.
Well, then we'll try looking around to see if there's anything in the main area here that doesn't they could use as a shroud for Runok that isn't covered in unholy symbols.
Throw me an investigation check, Caliban.
A tapestry.
Yeah, you do find some, well, we'll call it a tapestry against the back wall. It's a little bit tattered. Maybe it's been there for some time. Doesn't look like particularly important, but yeah, you could rip it off and use it as a death shroud.
We'll do that.
Yeah, Archie, you need to take the lead and cleanse this temple. Bring it back to Sif.
Yeah, I'd love to if I knew what to do.
Well, 1, get dead bodies out of here. 2, get unholy relics out of here. 3, pray. 4, pray again.
Oh, that seems like a good way to go about it. Just a shame I'm so exhausted. All right, let's get some of these bodies out.
I'll help help drag bodies out, Adam, because we want to cleanse the temple. Is that? Do we remember right? Is that blood in the middle of the rectangles?
No, those are braziers.
Yep, big
Razors.
fire pits. All right, so we will assume you guys spend maybe 20 minutes or so dragging all of the bodies out. It's a laborious effort, but you managed to do so, and there is quite a few of them out here.
I think because we went all the way around the temple. I think Grim is partially right. I don't think there's a lot of space. Maybe some offices down below. I think those should be pretty safe to investigate.
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I'm not exhausted anymore, so I'm good for exploring.
I'm good.
Adam,
I used the stairs, Adam, but I just magically happen to be up in the upper level now.
Only if you add the orange up arrow, remember? Otherwise, I assume you're under the balcony.
Oh my gosh, I have to sit up.
Which level are these doors on? They're on the lower level, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll use the key to open the door that just vanished. There we go. And okay, well, they all go to the same place for one.
Lots of doors.
Yeah, 3 more down here.
This is probably the official entrance for such a place.
Check
Could
for
be.
traps.
Good point. Good point. Yep. Who's good at that? Bod?
I can check. I'll check to see if this door is trapped.
Investigation check. You don't think so?
Looks good. I'll try to open it. Oh, it's locked. Use your key.
Here. Oh, yeah, I think I got the key. And you'll try the key again?
It works. It unlocks
Hey.
that door.
Hey, it's just outside.
Oh. Well, wasn't there a secret door behind the altar? Let's go down there.
Yes.
Oh, let's just make sure these ones might be at closets or something here.
Because
It's
I'll just
odd
go-
to have all these doors right here, to be honest.
In the essence
Try
of
this one
time,
again.
Caliban, every single one of the doors around you is locked, is opened by the same key. They all lead outside. Would you like to open all of them?
Nah, I'd open the next one just because this one was shallower, but I didn't recognize the shape of the temple, so there we go.
If it's like a cathedral, there's often multiple doors like this because there's the main path that like the congregation goes down, and then the side path.
And get a lot of people in and out at the same time, so.
Yeah, so that's kind of a normal.
All right. I was hoping for where they stored all the gold for the.
You never know unless you search.
Probably in that door that's on the floor.
Yeah, let's go there. It's like a trapdoor, right? Or like one of the floor door things.
It is a trapdoor, yep.
Try to open it.
The
It literally says
trapdoor
trapdoor.
the trapdoor opens easily. It is not locked. Yeah, it's probably a little bigger than it appears on map. I'm gonna make it a little bit more true to size.
I guess I already said it. I would check it for traps if I'm able to, but if not, then I guess I've already swung it open.
You've already swung it open. You see a ladder that goes down below, and you see a small room down there.
Okay. I probably have like a coin on me. I want to cast light on it and drop it down there just so we can, see before climbing down.
Okay, as you do so, you can see that the room is quite small, maybe only 10 by 10. You notice that there is a bunch of objects stuffed in this room. Yeah, that's about as much as you can see from here.
Ooh, goodies. I'm going to climb down and see what I can find.
All right, so here is what you find. First, there's a locked chest, which Caliban tries his key, and that works. There's a bunch of coins inside. Scattered around this room, you find 7 green spindles, an ebony idol of Chernobog, and a box, a silk tapestry, a fine black mink robe, a sack, a folded cloak in a sack, a gem, a pair of matching daggers with obsidian blades, a small ruby set in the hilts, a tall bird cage, cunningly crafted of carved bone with silver fittings, a small carved jade box with a matching pair of onyx and gold rings, a crimson silk robe with black and silver thread, a suit of mithril chainmail, an adamantine breastplate that has a note attached. There is also a coffin.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Kill that vampire.
What? Where did that go?
Is all of that going to be pasted so that we can potentially move it?
Everything that's in this room is in a handout that I'm just waiting for you to share it with, because there might be something inside the coffin.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bring up all the items up here, upstairs, before we open the coffin. Oh, yeah.
I think maybe we rest and then we open that coffin. I don't think it's a good idea to open that. What if there's a vampire in there?
Can you look to see if there's any form of script on the coffin to see if which side it may be on?
Yeah, I'll look. And also, if I can see the note without touching it, I will try to read it.
It's
or without
folded.
touching anything.
It's folded up and like kind of wedged on the breastplate, so you would have to pull it out to read it.
Okay, I don't want to touch anything in here before like potentially resting. So I'll just relay what's down here and come back up top.
Okay.
But Lod, if vampires wake up at night. If you want to rest here, when we sleep, it's gonna wake up.
But I can put the hut like right over the top, and it can't get in. And it would block them in there too.
Are there any writings on the coffin? Because it's a good point. It could be a Sith burial, right? From the good guys.
So right now, I'm assuming only Laud has descended the ladder. Are you shouting that down, or are you trying to climb down and find out yourself?
I'll climb down. And just say, hey, read it. What if it's a Sith person?
All right, go ahead and throw me a perception check there, Grim, as you look closely at the coffin and see if you find any writing. You do notice that there are several small holes in the coffin. They seem to be almost hidden in the carved decorations of thorns and roses that lacquer the coffin.
Probably something shoots out of there. So yeah. What are thorns and vines? Archie, is that a Sith thing?
I don't know. Is that a Sith thing?
Their symbol was a flower. Hey,
That is true.
Hodra describe the symbol that we saw. See if that's anything that they know.
They say that that's pretty non-conclusive. It could, but just that description alone does not mean it obviously is.
The Spear Maidens of Hope snowdrop symbol. It's a snowdrop, I guess, is a flower? Does it appear, is that a rose type flower?
I will say, based on your understanding, your knowledge of religion, you don't think this is directly connected to Sif, that symbol.
No, I don't think these two are connected.
Don't open it, because there's stuff that's probably going to shoot out of those tiny little holes.
Well, should we wait until we're a little bit stronger after resting before we open that?
Yes, I hate to admit it. I like to keep going and going till I die, but we should rest. Then we're opening that thing for sure.
Yeah, I can put the hut up here, and it would block the exit, so it can't pass through.
We can also lock all the doors too, luckily.
We could do that too.
Caliban, you should go make sure all the doors are locked so no one can get in.
All right, I'm on it. I'll trust Laud to put the hut on there, and if he says it'll keep the hat shut, we'll have to trust him.
Yeah, once you're back here, then I'll start casting it, because you got to be inside for it to work.
Oh, I thought you could go in and out of it.
Only if you're in it when you start, or when it gets cast. You have to be in it at the beginning, otherwise you're blocked out.
I won't be in there. I'm gonna hang out with the Holdroth.
Okay.
I'm gonna kneel at the altar and pray with the holy robes in my hand.
Just a generic prayer or anything specific?
To Sif, trying to see, if Grimm's ideas right about cleansing this place and saying, Sif, we've returned this temple to you, yada yada yada.
Okay. You don't hear any voice or notice any effect or whatnot. You say these words looking at the altar and are just met with silence.
Adam, I would have gone around and locked all the doors.
Okay.
Good prayer, Archie. That really almost made me cry a little bit.
I will start ritually casting the tiny hut. I can't move it for some reason.
Probably stuck on that pillar. All right. Let's see. So you're trying to, I guess it would, yeah. So you might have to do it like that, just so it's in between. And then I will say that as you cast this, and is this location basically where you want it to be?
Yeah, I would close the door first so that, because it's a flat plane, which means that if that door were to get opened, it wouldn't be able to, nothing could pass through into it.
All right, that's what you're hoping. That's what you're suspecting. As you cast the spell, you conjure this up. I will say you notice that there is sort of like a break in your hut around the altar.
Oh, interesting. Like,
That doesn't look right.
would it be at like the top, or just like the altar itself is like there's a kind of a zone around it, I guess.
So the way I would visualize it is it creates a floor and then it creates like the dome, right? And it connects. Where the floor would go to the altar, you notice the dome doesn't exist there. The altar seems to be on its own and it's not touched or by the zone whatsoever.
Wild.
It's
Okay.
dispelling your magic for some reason.
Seems like it.
All right, so it's you guys' intention to just while away the day here, trying to get a long rest in?
What time of day is it? Just for...
It is mid-afternoon.
I would think so. We're going to need to rest before we can travel. Anyway, right?
All right, hearing no arguments then, I'm going to assume you guys basically spend the rest of the day just kind of, chilling out here, talking amongst yourselves, interacting with the Haldra a little bit. The Haldra seem a little bit impatient to get going, but they understand that you guys want to make sure that you're recuperated before you begin the long journey back. So yeah, if there's nothing specific you guys are doing, we will assume a full day passes and you find yourself still here in the Midnight Temple early the next morning.
All right, and then I will use my my feature to Inspiring Leader, so that would give, at this point, all of us, because Runok is dead, 10 temporary hit points. And then Musician, I will hand that out to, I guess, Glory and Barnaby and Caliban for inspiration. And the song would be, beneath the moon where shadows thrive, we struck hard to keep hope alive. Vampires shrieked and turned to dust. The ghouls fell and broke in the rust. When the daylight rang the victory bell, Sif stood tall, darkness fell.
Nice. That's actually really good.
You notice the
Barnaby
Haldra
grins a
watching you
smile.
as you're singing. They're kind of like curiously just listening.
And I will drop the hut.
Yep.
Let's
yeah,
go
so
back
that
down there.
HUD only lasts 8 hours, so you guys would have like slept in it, got your long rest, and then had probably like another 4 hours before the morning.
All right, cool.
Hey, Keith, thanks for doing that. Like getting the rhymes and stuff like that. That's cool.
You're welcome. I gave him to Carl, apparently.
Oh, Carl. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No
I'm
worries.
brain dead right now.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I'll open up the hatch and climb back down there and try to read the note.
All right, so you take the note from the breastplate. It pulls out pretty easily. And yes, you're able to read it. And this is what it says.
All right. I'll read this out. What it says, my dear Scorin, I must thank you again for volunteering to partake in this ceremony. You do great honor to the Ghoul Emporium and bring glory to the Creed. I have no doubt you will gain great prestige amongst the Creed's hierarchy, and when the time comes, I shall see to it that you are personally commended by the Emperor himself. I hope this meager gift finds you well when all is complete and your discussions with the Night Cauldron are concluded. Return home and seek me out. Bring your lovely new bride. I would like to see how the mail fits her. There will be much for us to speak on. I shall pass your regards to Radomir when I next see him, as well as my compliments for your excellent service. You are a true patriot and zealous adherent to the faith, an example to all ghoul kind. Regards, Moretto Lichmark. Do we know who Gorn is? I'm guessing that might be the groom.
Yep. That was a surprisingly well-written and cordial note for an undead.
Wonderful. We're stealing wedding presents.
Is there a KitchenAid down there?
Well, there's that coffin. I wonder if that coffin is for the bride. And I'm going to go and take a look at that bride again and see if maybe I can find that symbol on her, the thorns in the rose.
You do not.
Oh, okay. Well, I think this might be her coffin. And I'll check it for traps.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking through my notes here, and I don't see anything. But where do I know the name Radomir? Is that the Emperor, or... do any of you guys remember that?
Was that the name of the actual vampire lord that oversaw one of the towns that just like murdered people?
No, I have that name written down, and it is not the same.
Okay.
That is, I can find it, but it's not the same name. I just looked. I think, is it the guy who
Okay.
killed
I have
Lady... Oh, you have it? Okay, please read it.
Well, I only have it. Radomir Marrowblight is his full name, right?
Okay.
And we heard about that in the session that we were in with the dwarves. I have it down with Brogan and Trehild Shardspike. Radomir Marrowblight. Was he one of the dwarves?
No, they did mention that there was like attacks going on. Maybe, I don't know. But there was also like attacks being led by somebody, right? Maybe that's the name.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't written down just the three of them side by side. Brogan Bonebasher. That was who gave us the shield. And then
Wait, I found
Shardspike.
it. I found it. Volkus Shroudson is the spy master of Radomir Marrowblight. He is a high priest of the Vardisian hunger god, Ghoul Pantheon, and wants to eat everything and everyone.
Well, that sounds bad.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Very bad.
Good
And
hit.
we just killed his right-hand man.
Well, let's open up this coffin.
Something's gonna shoot out of those holes.
Nope, I checked it for traps. There's no traps.
Okay.
So to clarify, are you guys shouting this back and forth while Laud's down below,
Yes.
or are you all down below? How's this going?
I'm not down below. Hey, he went down there.
I'll try to
What's he
open
want?
it up. That's fine. I'm just down here. I'll try to open it up.
All right, as you try to open it up, you'll never believe it, but these blades suddenly poke out of those small holes, and I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What? I wasn't trapped.
All right, as the blades flash out, you manage to duck backwards, avoiding them. You see they fully point outwards and then slowly retract back into the coffin.
See, told you it wasn't trapped.
It's just trapped, just not well.
I'll try to open. So we didn't open it though, right? Like they just attacked me, kind of a thing.
As you attempted to open it, you basically put your hand on the lid and you started to lift, and you suddenly heard the click of them and you jumped backwards. So no, it is not open.
Okay. I will see if I can disable them. I have thieves tools. I don't know if I need like a trap disarming kit or anything like that, but I want to try to see if I can disable that mechanism.
Make a thieves tools check.
That's just dexterity, right?
You can use
I
dex, sure. As you attempt to disable them, what do you know? The blades flash out again. Another dexterity save. This
Oh boy.
time, not so quick. You are going to take 13 points of poison damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. All right, you can tell that these blades were not particularly sharp, but as they poke into you, they transmit this poison to you. That's what you take the damage from. You think the worst is over.
I don't like this.
What?
Maybe.
Can someone give me some luck or something?
Do you need a hand?
Maybe. I mean, I can just try to disable them again.
Just have Grim go slash at him or something. Shove some rocks in there. I don't know.
Archgale, aren't you able to ask your deity to help him? I mean, I've seen you do it before, I think.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me climb down there. And I'll climb down those little stairs, and I'll reach out and pat Laud on the back, and I'll say, "Don't worry, you've got the might of Rava on your side," and cast the thing guidance on. I don't know. I don't think I can do that with thieves' tools.
Yeah, skills check. It's a skills check, so.
Yeah, I think it's usually like sleight of hand. I'm not exactly sure if you're trying to disable.
Sure. Then sleight of hand.
Okay. I'm going to use lucky to roll this at advantage. And I will attempt again to disable those blades if I can.
Thieves' tools check. All right, so
then...
with lucky, that's high enough anyway, so I'm not going to have you reroll. That is successful. So essentially what you do is you start looking for a way to disable these, and as you're like moving with your tools and things and kind of thinking, oh, could I click this part? Could I do this? You notice that there's actually a button under the lid's lip. And you can tell that this is connected to the blades, and it's going to disable them if you hit the button.
Push the button.
All right, it does indeed disable them, and essentially you can hold the button in and open the coffin.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, inside you notice only a rod in the coffin.
I will grab that and look what I found. And then I will bring that up to Barnaby so that he can maybe figure out if it's magical. And then I'll point out that there's at least 2 things of armor down there. One's mithril and one's adamantium. So we should grab those and then...
Why don't you just bring everything up here and I'll just cast detect magic in 10 minutes on all of them, and then that way I don't want to go down there.
Yeah, I'll like throw all of it into everything that can fit into the bag of holding, and then start bringing that, up top.
All right, I
What do you
posted the
suppose
handout
the
for
bird
you so you
cage
can
is
see
for?
everything.
All right, I'll copy over the gold to the bag of holding. The rest of these items, I'm just gonna make an assumption that they're all in there, if that's okay.
It's fine with me as long as you remember what you have. But yeah, I'll keep this handout there for you, so it should make it pretty easy.
All right, sounds good.
Does anybody else want that breastplate? Because I could use it.
That might be a good one for you, Rob.
Let's kind of figure out if any of it's magical first, and that may turn out that it could potentially help someone in particular. But I already have a breastplate, so I think that would be fine.
Okay, so I'm looking at my notes some more here. Open up the old dusty journal. And I think this kind of confirms what we've already suspected, that Marina, Vardason, and Chernobog are all somehow related. Like, that's what was on the wedding invite. Vardasane is also who Marrowblade, or whatever his name is the head priest of. Yeah, Radomir Marrowblight. He is the high priest of Vardasane.
All right, so I might have missed this, but Barnaby, are you ritually casting detect magic again? Is that what I took from that?
Yeah, I kind of thought that we brought the equipment up last night, but before we took the long rest, but I'm good with just doing it now to make it easier.
Okay, the gem detects his magic, the cloak detects his magic, nothing else does.
We should figure out what these are. We have a little time.
Yeah, I guess.
I will take the cloak in an attempt to identify it during. We can do it during a short rest, right? I can't remember if it was both short and long.
You can do it during a short rest. I will say, though, you notice that, again, you've probably spent 12 to 14 hours here so far. You notice the Huldra are continuing to get more and more footy. They're ready to go.
Okay, well maybe we can do it on the way. Like we can take a short rest while we're marching, kind of a thing, or one of the nights. We don't have to do it right this second.
Well,
Yeah, the more short rest, the better, too.
Yeah.
Well, since Runok is dead, I hate to say it, but maybe we could put him on the altar and see if that does anything for him.
Okay.
Well, search his pockets first.
Oh yeah, in case he disappears, and then we don't have his traveling food mix or something like that.
No,
his
he
trail
probably
mix.
has
Yeah.
other stuff that you might want. I don't know. I haven't seen his character sheet.
Yeah, we should just grab everything of value and we'll throw it in the bag of
If
holding.
he's got M&Ms in his trail mix, that's mine.
He didn't eat those things, but that's funny. He did have a final request if we want to, put him to rest. His final rites.
I thought we were going to try to bring him with us and see if we can revive him at another town or something.
And how do you want to do that?
I don't know, but I remember last week that's what that's what was discussed.
I don't have the spells to do what that requires. Although I could prepare them, I think it's a bit late. And not to mention the cost of it all.
All right, so just out of character and everything, am I wrong? I thought at the end of last week we were going to try to bring him with us.
No, there was just discussion about it, I guess, when I listened to the recap, because I punched out earlier. But I mean, it's up to Noah. I mean, honestly.
Yeah,
Noah, I have a backup character either way, so
you're helping.
Let me help. Let me help answer this one. So my session today was completely planned with the expectation that you guys were planning to revive Runok exactly as we discussed last week.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I thought we were trying to do. I think when we asked, this is obviously out of character and all this other neat stuff, but we had asked Runok if he wants to have his character revived, and he said that would be his preference, right? So I just think that would be our goal as the campaign, So.
Yeah, and I can't remember exactly what the spell is, but there is a cleric spell that I believe that you can switch out, because you can do it during a long rest. You can prepare your spells that would allow it to get more time.
Let me go look at it. Gentle repose. Okay, I can do that. Since we just had a long rest, I can change some things around. I don't think I can do it on. I'll do that and then get back to you on that.
And also,
He's a little guy, so you can carry him.
Heck, we
It-
just stuff you in the bag of holding.
There you go.
hey Adam, did the rod turn out to be magical?
Yeah, sorry, it did.
Okay, thank you.
So 3 things: rod, gem, and robes. The daggers weren't. Okay, cool.
Well, let's
get
let's help the easy one, right? I mean, the easy one is if Glory needs the breastplate. That's an easy one. That's an easy one to take care of, right? Anyone disagree with that?
Yeah, no. Whatever Glory wants, he gets. And there's chainmail too. If people were in chainmail, it might be a better chainmail. I don't know.
Well, it's mithril, so it removes disadvantage. I think on if it has stealth disadvantage. I don't remember exactly what chainmail has, but
I can't use heavy armor blocks a bunch of my abilities, so it's not for me.
I don't want the chainmail. Just go down the list. Does anyone want the chainmail?
Let me take a look. I want to see if there's a 2024 version of it in regards to, because it's mithril chainmail, and if I remember right, the old chainmail blocks crit hits or something like that.
Adamantine.
yeah. So regular chainmail is 16 AC, requires 13 strength to use, and gives you disadvantage on stealth. Since this is a mithril version, I think it just removes the disadvantage on your stealth checks.
It would sure look good on Runok's dead body, I'll tell you that much.
Runog wants it. He earned it. We bring him back. He can use it. But regardless, we're gonna leave in the next 10 minutes, right? We're gonna start marching back with all the stuff in the bag of holding, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, so do you guys want to just start walking? We can sort this out, and the next time we take a break.
Here, before we do any of that, I'm going to cast a spell.
On the altar. Yes.
On the altar. Oh,
That'll do
sure.
Because
What?
it broke the tent. Yes.
But didn't that dispel magic? Isn't that what we're thinking? So then, if he casts a spell on it, will it even work?
But it is magical. That was the clue that Adam gave us. That altar is magical. So if he dispels it, maybe something happens.
I don't have that spell. I was going to cast Gentle Repose on Runok.
Oh,
You do have it if you're a cleric. You just memorize it the next
I
day.
also have it. I just have it, so I can do that as well. But I think we should cast Gentle Repose on Runok first before dispelling magic on this altar.
However, I do have a request. This does have a material component to it that I do not have.
What's it require?
Oh, wait. Yeah, 2 copper pieces.
do we have a holy symbol?
We got 2 copper in Runok's pockets. Find
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a bunch of it. I'll just give you them.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast that. I'm probably going to do it as a ritual, so if you guys give me 10 minutes, so I don't waste a spell slot.
All right, now of course I've got to ask this question: did you have Gentle Repose prepared?
I went through. Well, can't you change your spells on a long rest?
You could have, but that would have had to happen early this morning before you just now decided to cast it. It's not gonna make a difference here, I'll be honest, but just to set a good precedent, if you're changing your spells, you have to do that basically before the long rest is completed.
Yeah. My bad.
It's okay. Honestly, it will not make a difference here at all because it extends it by I forget how long, but the spell that Runok needs at this point, he can't have been dead more than 10 days, and he's only been dead a day right now, so even if you do this tomorrow, you'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I figured this was of the essence, and this was our plan all the entire time, and I was like, oh, well, I screwed up the plan because I didn't take this spell because I thought we agreed on something else.
Since Barnaby cast Detect Magic, does he see if the altar is glowing as well?
It doesn't detect his magic, no.
There is something I do want to try actually with the altar. I would like to set the holy robes of Adeline on on the altar.
Okay, you set the locket there, closed with the chain upon it on the altar. It sits there. You don't see any obvious effect.
What if I open it?
You open it, you notice a little scrap of the robe inside. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay, and what if I activate it for its light ability?
The light ability takes effect, hitting in this area, much like you would have expected to do, but you see no other additional effect.
Okay, well, that was the best I thought I had, guys.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
I don't know if there's anything else to do here. We should get going.
Like the ladies are restless. Agreed. Let's go.
All right, guys, we are now going to do a super fast forward, so bear with me. Hold on to your seats. All right, I'm taking you guys over to the overland map. So essentially what's going to happen here is you guys are going to exit from this area. The Huldra explained that, they're obviously very happy that what you have done, cleansing the Midnight Temple. They're very eager to make their way back to Huldromos. You guys are essentially leaving from the ruins of Nordheim here. It's going to be a multi-day journey. You do notice that as you're traveling through the woods, like before, the undead don't seem to gather around you. You still see them. They still kind of move about here and there. Occasionally, one or two of them might kind of get close to you, but they're not swarming you any longer. They're not closing in around you. So this trip ends up being much easier. It's you're able to take rest the entire time. So yes, you're going to have a multi-day journey. So as remember, you can basically move 2.5 squares per day. So I'm just going to roughly estimate this. It's going to take you about 6 days to get back to the border. I'm going to assume that the Gentle Repose spell was cast during one of those days. That extends the corpse of Runox from his ability to be raised. As far as taking short rests and identifying the items, you guys would be able to do that as well. You're going to discover that the cloak is a cloak of protection. The gem is a gem of brightness. And the rod is something called a rod of underworld navigation. So I don't know let me see if they even have these. I'm going to see if I don't think these items are actually built in, but you should be able to drag the Cloak of Protection and Gem of Brightness from the compendium. The other one is unique to this module, so I do have a handout for that.
If nobody else really wants it, I would very much like that Cloak of Protection. My AC is already very low, and that will help.
I will say that of course, I do want it, but it would not be best for me because I have my aura for the saving throw aspect already. So
My initial thoughts was Glory or Laud should have the Cloak of Protection.
It's not going to do much for me.
Why not?
I mean, 16 to 17 isn't really that impactful as what Lod's will be.
Okay.
but it also gives I think it also gives a +1 to your saving throw too. So
I also get a reroll on my saves when I rage.
Okay, that's cool. I just want to make sure my fellow tank. You've been doing great without much magical stuff tonight. I don't think you have anything, do you, Glory?
The Cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh, that's right.
oh, he has 2 cloaks. Yeah. I mean, this would be a second cloak. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Laud.
Cool. I did not mean to click that.
It was funny. It was a funny cantrip. All right, so you make your way back to the border, spend another 2 days getting past the river. So it's been about 8 days of travel now. The Huldra requests the aid of the Valkyries once again. Valkyries descend with their great winged wolves. They fly you guys back to Huldromos for another 5 days. So it's been about 13 days now since you've left the ruins of Nordheim. Once you get back to Huldromos, you could see that the queen here, Thorgerd, and all of the Huldra are very happy with once the news filters into them. They're very ecstatic about what has occurred. You guys kind of fill them in on some details here about what exactly happened in the Midnight Temple. You tell them about the forest around Nordheim. They start talking like there's some speculation that maybe they will start venturing over there once again. if the undead dwarves of Nordheim are no longer kind of flocking or creating these large masses swarming kind of deal. The queen is wanting to throw you guys a celebration, and she essentially offers to do a large feast in your name and have everybody sort of celebrate you guys. You guys are, of course, on a little bit of a timeline as you're concerned about having an opportunity to assist Runok. The queen will tell you that, unfortunately, she does not have the ability to resurrect anybody, that she doesn't have anybody in her group that has that kind of magic. So you could cast Gentle Repose as needed to basically keep extending the life or the duration, I would say, that they're subject to these kind of spells. So I'm going to assume you're doing that. After that celebration is all complete, you then will have to try to find a way back. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, during the celebration, I really want to do something I've been thinking about this week, Adam. So, and let you do what you want. But this is what Grim would do. So at some point during the ceremony, Grim will walk up to the queen, kneeling, and will, your highness, here is Iron Eye's shield and sword. I returned it to you as promised. It proved me well and kept us in the fight, but is yours again to do with as you wish. And yes, I'm giving up a +1 sword and +1 shield.
All right, you'll notice that she smiles as you say this, and she calls forth Halfreed, the sister of Rangrid Iron Eyes, who was part of the Haldra that assisted you in this entire time. And Halfreed will take those from you, and she will sort of clap you on the back. Not only does she once again congratulate you about your deeds here in the Midnight Temple, but she particularly mentions how impressed she was about your activity during Crown the King. This seems to be the thing that's really sticking in her mind more than anything else.
Best of luck. Thanks for the party.
All right, so the celebration goes on then. You think of this as you guys are getting treated with meal, drink, all that fun stuff. Yeah, Archgale.
I also would like to ask the queen something really quickly.
Sure.
So I'll tell her pretty much everything that happened. You know, she already knows what happened at the Midnight Temple, yada yada yada. But I want to see if she knows anything extra about the, and of course I lost his name. But the guy's name that we found, Radomir Marrowblight.
She will tell you that she does not. That is, again, you're pretty far away from the Ghoul Imperium or the Blood Kingdom right now. You know, you're far across the strait. She will say that she's heard chatter about, you know, sort of the rising threat coming from undead across the strait, but that they don't really deal with that much here in this area. So no, those names are not familiar to her.
Okay, thank you.
And
Sure
before
thing.
I leave, I'll say, as they take the shield and sword, I'll say, "Oh, is there a shield I could take with me? I have money."
Halfbreed will happily give you one of the Haldra shields, just a standard, you know, normal shield. She'll hand that over to you as replacement for the shield that you've returned.
Great, thank you.
All right, so with that all wrapped up, and I'm just kind of fast checking this a little bit because there is a lot of downtime between the next sort of, you know, bullet point item, you might say. So you guys may recall, and this is a memory thing, but the captain that you came over the ship with to get here, Sigurd, he said that he would be around this area for a couple of months, and that if you wanted to catch a ride with him back, you would have to track him down in Wolfheim. So as a reminder, Wolfheim is over this way. So you guys would essentially have to make your way over in this direction. However, luckily for you, the Haldra will explain that they can essentially have a guide take you down the river and then follow along the shore, make the way over to the sort of main settlement in Wolfheim so that you can hopefully find Sigurd there. And if not, Sigurd explained to you that in this area there are other ship captains, so if for some reason he wouldn't be able to be waiting for you, that he would ask them to take you back. So this again, as you're hopefully looking there, 220-mile journey, estimating this is going to be about another 8 or 9 days to make your way over in that direction. Is there anything major you guys are wanting to do in Huldromos before you leave, or before making this journey?
The only thing major I have is just a quick question. I assume that we've gotten enough rest and long rests and short rests that I can
Yes.
remove all of this exhaustion.
Yes, it's going to probably be almost 20 days before you get to the thing of importance. So I'm sure you would get your long rest in or short rest and make the save. So yes. All right, so if there's nothing else of importance, then you guys are going to basically take that trip. You find a boat, a ship kind of deal. So they're taking you on like one of the skiffs down the river, getting closer to the shoreline, taking this all the way around to this larger location in Wolfheim. Again, that's about an 8-9 day journey. Once you get to Wolfheim, find this larger settlement. It is like a port town. In the port town, sure enough, it takes you like maybe 2 hours or so, but you do track down Sigurd and the Osprey. The Osprey's still here. Sigurd explains to you that he's just kind of been doing business, and he comes back every couple of days, checking in with local contacts, and you just so happen to catch him on one of the days that he is here. He offers to take you back over to Jost as was originally agreed. Is there anything you're wanting to do in this settlement or with the captain before making the way across the strait back to Jost?
Yeah, I'll just ask him. Hey, what happened to our guest, the one that came across with us?
He departed. He came out here in port, had us unload all of his things, and I haven't seen him since. Job well done.
Oh, okay.
All right, continuing on with our super fast forward here. I'm going to take you guys over to our version of the world map here. All right, and as you probably recall, the journey from this location up in this area by Huldra all the way back over to Jost is quite a journey. So by a ship, you're looking at another probably, just guesstimating here, 15 days or so, somewhere in that around, as you're kind of following the winds, that kind of thing, finding this journey to be a little bit seasick inducing, as some days the water and the winds pick up, they get kind of rough. You're kind of thrown about the ship quite a bit. You find that it is uneventful. Aside from that, there's not any attacks. There's nothing dangerous. The captain explains, like, yeah, this is how it usually is. We're not usually attacked all of the time, but it happens, rarely. Luckily for you guys, this whole journey, again, I'm assuming the gentle repose will been of cast again. Finally, you make your way all the way back to the city of Jost. It's been over a month since you were here last time. Exact count is probably somewhere between 45 and 50 days. So as you get back to Jost with the body of Runok still tucked away in the bag of holding, who's been gentle reposed multiple times at this point, I'm assuming the first place you're going to want to head to is the Temple of Sif.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so you make your way.
Because we either need to burn this body or do something with it, because it's really getting in our way.
All right, you make your way to the Temple of Sif, and hopefully you guys appreciate my super fast forward here to try to get our other player back in. But you make your way back to the Temple of Sif. You run into Jagoda once again. She is happy to see you all, not overly brimming or overly excited, as that is not her way. But she does say that she is quite glad that you have made your way back. She does say, however, that she has received a sealed scroll for you. And as she's saying this, you see she holds it back and she says, "Where is your other companion, the short one?"
He's in here. He's dead. But we need to bring him back.
You see she places this scroll back in her belt loop, and then she will look at you all and say, "Are you certain that he wishes to come back?"
I know one time I talked to him and he said being undead really stinks, but he'd really rather be undead than not part of the group. So that's That's my understanding.
Yes, he does. He wants to come back.
Then let us make preparations. We'll see what it is that we can do. I will cast a spell first to try to communicate with him in the Elder Planes and see if I can communicate with him and see what his wishes are. If he does wish to come back, I have the ability to bring him back, but unfortunately I don't have the diamond that is necessary to do so. You will certainly be able to find one back over in Huldrum. No, I'm just kidding. You'll find one here in Joe's. You'll find one here in the city of Joe's. Just ask around at the merchants and you'll be able to find one, essentially. It is a diamond worth 500 gold pieces. So if you guys want to make your way out in town, I don't know how much money you guys have. You have a bunch of loot you could sell, of course, but presumably you have enough to purchase a diamond of 500 gold?
Yes. We've got... we have 1,600 gold plus a bunch of stuff that we can sell that's probably worth several hundred. And if we're going to do some diamond shopping, I would suggest that we get at least one, if not two, for the regular Revivify.
Yeah, I was going to
diamond.
suggest that as well, actually.
All right, so let me tee it up this way. Jagoda will cast that first spell as you guys produce Runok's body, place him on the altar. She lights some candles, places those around. You see she does some magical incantations, does this ritual, and then she places her hand upon Runok's corpse, and you see she closes her eyes, and you can see she kind of like moves a little bit here and there. Her body jerks slightly like this way and that way, and then you see she opens her eyes and she looks at you all and she says, "This is quite strange. In fact, I'm not able to communicate with his soul. Normally this is how it would work, and I'm assuming the first thing you're thinking is because he's dead, or already was dead if before he died. It gets confusing with the undead, but nonetheless, I'm afraid that his soul has been trapped."
What do you mean? How do we free it?
Trapped how?
It is stored in some kind of pocket dimension. I don't know why or who did that. I presume he must have had some strong enemies, some strong opponents who wanted to try to prevent you bringing him back. There is a spell that I could try. It would require your efforts, though. I would have to send you into the pocket dimension in order to retrieve his soul and bring him back the other side.
I say we do it.
Make sure that you are prepared. I cannot say what it is that you will experience inside. All I can say is that there will be a portal that I can conjure to get you to that pocket dimension, and you must look for another portal to exit. But do not exit before you have found Runok's spirit.
What does it look like?
It will look like Runok, but ethereal.
Okay.
What happens if we die in there?
Then you will be trapped in the pocket dimension, and we will not be able to bring you back.
I think we should leave the bag of holding behind. I think pocket dimensions inside of pocket dimensions is a bad idea.
Yeah, you want to hold on to this while we go look for our friend?
I can certainly keep it here, locked inside of the altar if you wish.
Cool.
Do you have everything you need? Are there any preparations that you want to make before I conjure the portal?
I'm ready.
I think we should take all these potions out and distribute them. There are, let's see, 3 regular potions of healing and 1 greater potion of healing in the bag of holding that I think we should distribute before we go in there in case we need them. Don't know what we're going to be facing.
And also, was one of the gems, was it like a gem of brightness or something like that for light? Who needs that?
Archie.
Cool.
I think he's the only one that needs to create light. Is that right? Or Laud does.
Light, it's the 2 of them. But
Yeah.
we can also cast light on ourselves, but it's it's helpful to not have to use that ability if you you don't want to quickly turn it on and off without having
if you don't want to use
action.
an action. Yeah.
If you don't want, we just sell it. Maybe get some $100 out of it or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it.
I mean, I'll take it for now if we're thinking about
I've
that,
got
crafting
I've got
something out of it.
And
I've
just to
got so many
clarify
things
here,
that make
guys.
light.
Well, just to clarify here, guys, the Gem of Brightness doesn't just make light. You might want to pull it up in the compendium. It's got 3 different command words, so it's a magic item that's got charges, but it can be used to pretty good effect.
Where is that?
Yeah, you can blind people.
So if you click on the book icon in the top right of Roll20, that's your compendium. You should type anything in that search box. So you can type in Gem of Brightness, and you'll pull up the exact handout for it.
$50 charges. Ooh.
Yeah, and if it makes it easier, I just dragged it from the compendium, so I'll just save this as a handout for you guys and put it in your same area so you guys don't forget that you have it.
Well, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong ability. I would think that would probably be better on Archgill than myself, just because of the distance. Like, I'm not trying to be within 30 feet of people. But
Okay, I'm cool with that. I'll add it to my inventory.
And just a heads up, Runak has a potion of healing on him as well. So
Well,
All right.
won't be needing this.
So Archgale, the one thing I'm going to ask you is as you use charges from the Gem of Brightness, please type in the number of charges remaining. You can create a macro for that if you want, or just manually type it in. But when you use one, I just want to see like, yep, now you have 49 left, 48, and so forth.
Okay.
is there like a way, like on the old sheet, you used to be able to just have like additional resources that you could create? Is there a way to do that on the new sheet?
I haven't spent too much time on the news sheet, so I would assume there probably is tucked away, but I'd have to search for it.
Okay.
I will grab Runak's potion of healing, so I now have 2.
Okay.
all right,
And
I'll erase it.
there's still 3 in the bag of holding and 1 greater, because I've got 1 of each on my character.
Okay. Well, Caliban will take one of the regular ones. It's got 2
I'll
already,
take. There's a greater healing potion.
Yep.
I'll take one.
All right. So there's still 2 regular ones. If nobody wants them, I'll just put them on my sheet for now and put them back in if we don't use them. But all right, guess we'll do that.
All right, Jagoda watches you guys expectantly, waiting for you to let her know that you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
All right, the rest of you, do you appear ready? Are you getting like prepared? Or you look like you're still fumbling with things? Any of you guys running out to town? Are you guys all ready?
We're ready. We're ready, Dakota.
I'm ready to go.
Ready.
All right, she will then cast the spell using a ritual once again, so about another 10 minutes or so. And as she incants, motions with her hands, and conjures this magic, you notice in front of you suddenly there is an effect that suddenly springs up in front of you. You notice this swirling bit of magic, and you see she looks at you and she'll say, "Step on through. It won't last for too long, and I wish you the best of luck on the other side."
Thank you.
Let's go save him.
All right, you notice that as each of you start stepping into the portal, you're stepping through these strange swirling red colors. They don't have any like feel to them. They don't hit you physically. It almost is something like you can feel more like in your mind, perhaps. And as you're stepping through all of these colors, eventually you sort of step through them and find yourself in another location entirely. All right, team, as you step through this area, you notice the portal behind you. You notice that there is this small red brazier nearby that's giving off this pale, sort of transparent reddish color, and it's streaking the whole area in that color.
Wow, this is weird. Can I try to make like a Arcana or history check to know kind of where we are, or if I know we're in like a pocket dimension, but like if there's like a specific place that we're at.
I'm not sure that anything you've seen so far would be able to tell you anything along those lines. If you run into something that's more distinctive or maybe would give you more reason to suspect something, then I'd give you a check at that point.
I do have one. I remember when the first time Runok got revived, he said something about seeing like a deity or something, and that he was locked away, and that he never wanted to die again, because he was afraid.
Being pulled into a dark abyss. This seems very dark and abyssy.
Glory.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can hear or see anything along this hallway
Sure, you pause
to my
momentarily.
south.
All right, you pause momentarily, listening, seeing if you can hear anything. Go ahead and make that check. There definitely seems to be sort of like an ambient scurrying sound that you're picking up, Glory. It's hard to pinpoint where it's coming from. It almost sounds like a swarm of bugs in the area. You kind of look in a various direction, thinking you might see something, but you don't. And then you hear it kind of on the other edge of your ear. You look that way, but you never lock eyes with anything.
Something else is here scurrying about.
We should be prepared. Might have to fight.
If we do fight, which I'm sure we will, because, well, we're adventurers and everything, just remember, if you're close to me, I believe that I'm going to give you some protection against necrotic and some other stuff. So just keep that in mind.
Multiple passages, too. You have a good
Which
feeling
way?
with that one, Glory?
Well, I can take this one.
All right, as you descend that way, Glory, you notice suddenly to your west the spectral form of Runok, who seems to be chained from both the north and the south. These purple chains stretch out and hang in the air somehow, not pulled down by gravity as they are attached to him. He does not look to be conscious, and you can see the chains obviously have him restrained.
There he is. Something's got him.
That's Runok. He's right there.
Archkelly, Bearcat, look at this.
Oh, there he is.
I just need to pull him down.
Can I take a look and see if I can tell if those chains are like magic or something? That I
Sure,
could
yeah.
try
Give
to
me an
dispel?
Arcana check. Just by looking at them, I would say you can tell this entire area seems to be magical, so you suspect the chains are as well. There doesn't seem to be anything truly natural here.
I will attempt to dispel magic on the chains.
And are you casting at level 3?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me a spellcaster check. So essentially, this is just your stat mod check.
Okay, it's not a saving throw. It's just like charisma check.
Just a charisma check, yep. All right, as you cast the spell, you notice both sets of chains dissipate into a wisp of smoke. All right, as that occurs, Runok, you come loose from this area. You're no longer restrained. You gain consciousness with 1 hit point.
And I grab him before he falls to the ground. Runok, can you... How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers? Listen to me.
Is your thumb? Does your thumb count?
Yeah, my thumb counts. He's back. You guys did it.
Here, drink this, and I'll shove a regular potion of healing down your throat.
Where am I?
What did she say? Pocket dimension. You're in someone's pocket, basically.
But this is his soul. Isn't his body still back in the bag of holding? Or back in the temple?
I don't know.
Yes, that is correct.
He seems kind of solid, though, doesn't he?
I poke his face.
Seems solid.
Does the
Yeah.
potion of healing do anything? Because this is like a incorporeal form of him, I guess.
Yes, it restores HP.
All right. Well, you should get 8 back then.
Thank you. Thank you. What happened? Did we beat the priest?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, we killed them all. They got you though, but we're here to bring you back.
And Adam, do I remember anything happening, or has it just been I've been unconscious sort of the whole time here?
Your last memories are getting smashed in the face over and over with a shadow scepter by a little gnome guy, and as the twinkle of light went out of your eye, that's the last thing you recall. Unfortunately, as you guys are here trying to rouse Runak and give him this potion, you hear the sound of movement now quickly coming from your south, and I'm going to put us into turn order.
And south is correct in this map.
It is indeed. Yep, you'll notice your indicator in the top right corner of the map.
Oh. I'm zoomed in too much to see it. Okay.
That's probably my problem as well. I think that's the hardest thing.
Hey, Adam, I typed in above that I was casting Blade Ward. I don't know if you saw it or if I got that off, but I did that when people were talking.
I saw that, and then I made sure at least 1 minute passed in real game time before I started the battle, so unfortunately you don't have Blade Ward.
Okay, sounds good. Fair enough.
All right, is there anybody else that is doing initiative? Okay, Graham, appreciate that. And then I think Archgale, you have alert, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how our advantage people fare out because it looks like Grim might have rolled something better than what he's got.
No, he rolled me a 12 and I rolled a 6, so I'm sticking with the 12.
Okay. Sure. Glory looks. What about you, Glory? Same issue.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 and a 3.
Okay. Do you want to switch, Glory?
Sure, I'll take 16.
All right, and quick reminder for you, Runak, you are here without any equipment. So you have your spells, your abilities, that sort of thing. But because the team, I'm assuming Runak's gear was in the bag of holding. Is that right?
His body is, so I mean, we left his body behind, and we left the bag of holding behind, so I would assume so, yeah.
Right. So
And
you
actually,
would.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about bringing it because it was like a soul rescue, not a body rescue.
Right. Yep. Makes sense. So you wouldn't have any gear, Runak. You can still cast spells, even if for some reason you don't have a spell focus or whatever. In this realm, you're able to cast spells without needing one. So you can use all of your spells as normal. You just won't have any of your equipment.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So are we all good on initiative, folks? Everything's squared away? It looks like it is. Okay. With that in mind, as you hear this scurrying, I'm going to go ahead and change up our music. All right. So from the south there, you hear the sound of movement. Caliban, you are the first to notice as a figure moves in your line of sight. As it does so, and you look in that direction, you notice a very strange looking individual with these earthy growths growing off of its head, its mouth sort of pulled back in this very grimace-like look. It is looking at you from across the way, and it is going to fling out its hand towards you, hurling chunks of flame. The first one will miss. The second one, however, will connect. It is going to smash into you for... And unfortunately, it looks like that broke. So let me go ahead and change this sheet and post it the other way. All right, that is going to connect with you for 12 points of fire damage. Okay, next up is some additional movement coming from that direction. Unfortunately, Runak, you are there as this one comes around the corner. And as you spot this figure, you notice a very strange, exotic-looking being with these various tentacles hanging off of its face that all seem to be squirming in your direction.
Hello?
As it gets to here, it is going to slash out against you with a glaive in its hand.
I'm going to use lucky. Sorry.
No, that's okay. We'll take disadvantage on that one. That's a 21.
And I'll cutting words that to try to make it miss.
All right, go ahead and roll your die. So 21 minus whatever you roll.
Do you want me to roll it or Runok?
Doesn't it say you roll it? I can't remember.
I guess I do. Here we go. -5.
16. So that will hit. Still hit Runok.
Can I spend inspiration to make him reroll or no? That's you just get advantage thing.
You've already used lucky, so that would essentially be the same as lucky. So yeah, unfortunately, no.
Okay, I'll take my medicine.
All right. So as this glaive slashes into you, you're going to take. Yeah, okay, so it looks like none of these are working the normal way. It means Roll20's bugged right now, so I have to change the sheet and post it the other way. All right, that is going to be 8 points of slashing damage against you. And then, Runok, I'm going to need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
And remember, you get a +4 because you're within my aura.
Okay. And is this poison or charm or anything like that?
It is not poison or charm, no.
Okay. Oh boy.
So that is a 12.
I'm going to spend my inspiration.
Okay. Well, again, you don't have to spend that until I declare that you failed or not. So with Barnaby's +4, you actually succeeded with a 12.
Wait a second. You need to unclick bless, which is a 1.
Oh, good call.
Oh.
So that would be 7.
Okay.
So, okay, unfortunately, 11 does not succeed. So now you want to spend inspiration, you said?
DC 12.
Yeah, I don't know how you worked that one out, but the inspiration will work. That save is now good. Just make sure you've burnt your inspiration.
Okay. And I'll turn off bless.
All right, next up, anybody else, if you still have bless on, make sure to turn that off. Next up is Caliban.
Guys, I think we're going to want to get out of here. We're going to get out of here. Grab them and go.
We gotta find a portal out.
Wasn't it still back there? Uh, 15...
Where are we?
20...
Remember, it disappeared when we landed.
25...
All right, as you step to there, Caliban, you're able to make out some more figures. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal these additional ones you can see. Continue to take your turn.
He's got friends. I'm gonna do since I got a bunch of attacks coming my way, I'm gonna do one attack here.
All right, you slash out with your blade and connect against the creature. Slash will wound it.
Then I'm gonna use my second attack to cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
I think that will end my turn.
All right, next up is this one's turn. He's going to make his way over to here. And he is also going to throw some fire at you there, Caliban. But you managed to evade both of those. All right, next up is Glory.
All right.
I
I'm
got
gonna do
Runok.
Rage.
I'll protect Runok.
And then I'm going to move. Well, I'll attack that one.
Okay. Yes, you slash down, connecting with the creature. Your halberd blade slashes in, cutting open a wound in its reddish flesh.
Second attack.
That will miss as your blade swings over its head.
Move up. Ends my turn.
Okay, Laud.
What is the requirement to drag somebody? Is it just double my movement speed?
Use your action to grapple them, and then you move at half speed as you're moving away.
Okay. And that will not provoke opportunity attacks for him because it's forced movement for him, right?
Correct.
Okay, then I will do that. I will grapple him and then move 5, or I guess it's 10, say 20, and like 30 to get to there and drag him with me.
That'll work.
And then bonus action, I will feed him a greater potion of healing.
Ooh.
15 points, and that will be my turn. I got you,
Okay,
buddy.
Graham.
Don't hit my friend. Oh my god, this guy. I'll step up and swing away with my Morning Star. Well, tried but true.
Yes, that will manage to connect against the creature. All right, Morningstar smashes into him, wounding him.
I'm gonna take my shield and say, "Get out on the ground!" Strength saving throw DC 16.
And he says, "No!"
Then I swing away again.
That one he will dodge.
I'll say I'm gonna end my turn.
Runak, what in the world is going on? Your eyes have only been open for a little bit of time. You have no idea. Your friends are all around you. It feels really weird. What would you like to do?
All right. I assume I've gotten a long rest.
No.
Or like spell slots. Have I gotten the spell slots back?
No. Unfortunately, I will say you don't have any exhaustion right now. If you had any exhaustion, you don't have that in this dimension, but you have not benefited from a long rest.
Okay. Well, then in that case, he will try to summon a greatsword to his hand.
And that is a magic ability you have that summons the blade that you have bonded with. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, that one just conjures a weapon regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
you
work.
can create one too.
Yeah, that definitely works.
Okay. And he's just gonna not know what to do and sort of huddle up here. I guess I'll cast Eldritch Blast at the one that Grim is fighting.
All right, you fire off an Eldritch Blast, trying to accurately hit him between a couple of your allies here. Let's see the attack. Unfortunately, both of those are going to miss.
I don't understand. What's someone doing with me here?
That's the end of his turn.
All right, Archgale.
All right. First things first. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Runak. Which that is a bonus action. So for my action, I will channel Divinity, Preserve Life. Whatever half of that is on Runak. So I don't know what Runak's max HP is, but
You can give him 20.
All right, then you have 20. Runok, healing.
Thank you.
And then I will say, are we running? What are we doing? Are we leaving out the portal?
The portal went away. We said we had to find a different portal. Remember?
Okay. And then I'll move 5, 10 to there. And that's my action, bonus action, and movement. I end my turn.
All right, coming around the corner is another one of these opponents. He's going to move to here, and then he is going to attack Glory with his first attack. Critically hitting Glory.
Adamantine armor.
Comes in clutch right off the bat. Look at that. So it's going to hit and deal damage.
I did not know that about that item. Wow, that paid off.
Nice. Instantly.
All right, that is 9 piercing damage. Your raging will cut that down to 4. And you get the poisoned condition here, Glory. All right, and then on his second attack, he's going to attack at Caliban.
I'd like to use my Sentinel feature to attack it. It's an
Okay.
opportunity attack.
Sure, go ahead. That is going to miss. He misses Caliban, and then he's going to use his cleave feature, since he successfully hit Glory, to now attack Caliban with a third attack. And he'll critically hit Caliban instead.
You can stop that anytime, no, Adam.
I'm telling you, it's weird. It goes in rounds, man. All right, so max damage plus normal damage. All right, so we'll post this and then calculate max.
I can see this as well, so I will react with cutting words to reduce the damage. At least I can see Caliban. I don't know if I can see the attacker. Let me double check the feature.
You have to see the attacker.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay, so his max damage is 8, and then we'll add that 5, so it's going to be 13 damage to you, Caliban, and you are poisoned. I think you were concentrating on Blade Ward, so we'll just take that first roll. You're no longer concentrating, or I'm sorry, you're still concentrating is what I meant to say. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to make his way over to here. He is going to attack Glory. That is going to miss. He'll then attack him with the glaive. That'll miss as well. Okay, Barnaby is up next.
All right, Barnaby's going to go ahead and move over here, and I'm going to say, you need more healing, and I'm going to go ahead and lay on hands, which is a bonus action to my undead friend Runok for 20. And then as my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless. It's going to be Grim, myself, Runok, and Archgale. And then I'm going to come over here one more time to make sure that Grim is within my my aura. That'll end my turn. And Adam, I'll go ahead and expend all those usage things that I did. I just did that quickly. So
Sure, yeah, that works. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to make his way over to here, and he is going to attack Caliban. That first attack's going to miss. Second attack will miss, and Caliban, you'll take 6 points of graze damage. All right, move to the top of the round. This guy's turn. He is going to go ahead and activate his special feature of steady aim to attack at advantage. So he's going to attack with his claws against Caliban. That's a 20. That will miss. And then he's going to take attack with his tail against Glory. 23. That's going to hit Glory. Glory, that's going to be 17 cut down to 8 because you are raging.
We're gonna need some help down here.
Next up is this one, facing off mano a mano with Grim. He is going to go ahead and attack. First attack will miss. Second attack will miss. Then we have Caliban's turn.
Caliban's seriously questioning why he takes all these fire spells and then ended up fighting devils, but that's okay. We'll deal that. I think I am going to just attack the one that I already right directly in front of me. We've already injured.
Okay. You are attacking at disadvantage because you are poisoned.
Oh, all right. Let me roll that again then. Normal again.
So
12?
the 12 will miss.
Okay. Second attack at disadvantage.
Will also
11.
miss.
I am going to bonus action my second wind. Can roll. I'll take usage of that off, and I will roll that shortly. But I can end my turn. Oh, did I? You took my concentration away. Did I? I didn't lose the concentration there.
You didn't.
Just
No.
focus on it.
Yeah, you can add that back. The automatic API script rolled it multiple times for some reason.
Got it.
All right, this one here is going to throw fire at Glory twice. Because of the cover, I'm going to give you +2 to your AC here, Glory. So that's a 24, which is going to hit. And then that 17 is really a 15, which is going to miss you. So that's going to be 12 points of fire damage to you, Glory. I don't think you cut that one in half.
No.
All right, then it is your turn.
I'm going to use bonus action for Celestial Revelation, Necrotic Shroud, DC 12, Charisma save, or all of these guys in front of me will be frightened. They're all within 10 feet. All right, no, DC 11, Charisma save.
Okay, you will notice the ones with the tentacles on their face are immune to frighten, so they're not going to have to make the save. The other two, you said wisdom save, right?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Sorry, here comes 2 charisma saves. I believe both of those pass.
I'm going to then attack this guy.
$16 will hit.
Plus another 3 necrotic if they take necrotic.
Yes, necrotic seems to affect them.
Second attack.
That will also hit. Okay, you will wound him twice.
That wasn't much.
Alrighty, next up is Laud.
All right, I'll start by moving down 5, 10, 15. Okay, say 20. All right, I'm going to cast Slow. Let me place it on the map. Say like, it won't let me move it, but I see at least 4 creatures there, so I will attempt to affect all of them. It doesn't say that I have to see any creatures, so if there are 2 more there, I would use it on them as well, but definitely, not Caliban and not Glory.
All right, what is your spell save DC?
It is 16, and it is a Wisdom saving throw.
Both of those 2 will succeed. One of them is affected.
Okay. And then I will bonus action inspire Caliban. And that will be my turn.
All right, the one with the snail icon is affected by your spell.
Okay.
Okay, Grim, you're up next.
Mano a mano, tough guy.
Yeah, that smashes into him.
Not try to smash him again.
What was the DC?
16.
He stands resolute.
You're tough.
That'll hit as well. Lancing blow.
And sap.
All right, Runok.
Okay. Runak hears that they yelled they wanted help. So he's gonna go try to help. I'm coming. Oh, hey, there's so many here. Does Runak have any idea why he might end up in a place like this?
If you want to spend an action to make a skill check, I'll let you do that, but just passively no.
Okay. He's gonna blast Eldritch Blast. That is this one.
All right, you aim carefully around Caliban, trying to light this guy up. Go ahead and post your attacks. Yes, both of those will connect. "13 points of force damage as both rays slam into him."
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Archgale.
All right, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to Glory. I'm going to reach out, give him a pat on the shoulder, and cast Lesser Restoration.
All right, that'll remove his poisoned effect.
Okay, and then, well, I'm going to move back 5, 10. And I will... Let's see, within range, blah, blah, blah. I guess I will try and toll the dead the snail one.
All right, go
slowed
ahead and
one.
post that. That'll be a wisdom save for him. Yeah, he'll be affected. He hasn't suffered any damage yet.
Thank you.
All right, that necrotic energy courses through his body.
Okay, end my turn.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He's going to attack Glory. Hitting with the beard. That's going to do 3 points of damage to you, Glory, and you're poisoned. And then he will attack Caliban with the flail, or I'm sorry, not flail, glaive.
Sentinel strike.
Okay. That will miss, and then he will cleave onto Caliban again. And that will miss as well. Alright, this guy is going to attack once since he's slowed, so he's going to attack Glory. That will miss. He's going to make a new save to see if he shakes off that slow. He does not. Still slowed. Okay, Barnaby.
All right, Adam, I'm assuming I can go into that section there because I'm a small dude.
Yeah, you could.
All right, Grim, let's finish him off.
That'll certainly connect. Whoop, blade punctures forth, wounding him.
All right, this one here will be with advantage because of Vex.
All right. That'll certainly connect.
Do I need to roll or?
Very unlikely, but just post your regular damage. I'm pretty sure it's going to take him out. Yes. So you pierce forward, you hit him, and you notice oddly, as soon as you strike him, he's been moving, ducking, dodging, that sort of thing. He suddenly freezes in place.
All right, so that was, I moved 2, so I'm going to move 4 more squares. I got lost there in a second. So, okay, that'll end my turn.
All right, move to this guy who's attacking Caliban a couple of times. Both of those attacks will miss. Caliban, you'll take 6 points of graze damage. All right, move to the top of the next round. We're a little way halfway through our session here, guys. Let's go ahead and pause, take our 15-minute break, and we'll come back on the other side.
Sounds good.
That's good.
Thanks for getting me, guys.
Yay. See you guys at 15.
All right, guys, we're back in the second half. Let's get you back over to the appropriate screen. And let's go ahead and get our good combat music going. Okay, and we are at the top of the round with this opponent here. He is going to activate his steady aim feature once again to make these attacks at advantage. First attack is going to be against Glory. That 15 is going to miss. He's then going to attack with his tail against Glory as well. 23, that'll connect. All right, that's going to be 15 cut down to 7 points of damage against Glory. All right, this guy is frozen seemingly in place. We move to Caliban.
Caliban's going to do his best to finish off the one straight in front of him.
All right, and sorry, Caliban. At the top of the round, I was trying to track this the right way, but your poison has fallen off.
Oh, yay. Okay. Good. I don't need to... Let's roll it at normal then.
Yes, 24 will hit. That will slash and wound him.
Ugh. See if I can actually get a kill for a change. There we go.
That will connect as well. He's wounded again.
Oh man.
I just can't get a kill. It's like an art of taking creatures down to 1 or 2.
Hey, if somebody else dies, we should bring in another fighter.
oh, that actually hurt worse.
Ouch.
Than the last attack.
Right to the feels.
Damn it! I don't care. I am action surging. That's it. That is. I don't want to leave this to anybody else.
That is going to miss. Just a miss, though, not a fumble, not your first attack.
Oh, okay.
That's going to do it.
Oh!
Unneeded, unfortunately, though, right?
You can certainly roll it if you wish. Sometimes they have rider effects that could be interesting, but yes, he's definitely going to freeze. Okay, so yeah, basically your blade goes right through the center of his chest, and as you extract it, you notice the wound heals over, but he's not moving. He seems to be just frozen in place.
And then I'll just use my bonus action to drink one of the regular potions of healing. And then my turn.
Okay, so how I'm going to rule that is you're going to sheath your weapon and then use the hand to drink your potion, so you don't have a weapon in hand right now.
Sure, that's okay. I can summon it back up. That's fine.
All right, this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and move on in. And from there, he's going to make his first attack against Caliban. That is going to miss, and then he'll attack with his tail against Glory. 25, that's going to hit. That is going to be 9 more damage to Glory. And as the tail flashes out and strikes you, it hits you with such force, he pushes you backward, Glory. And then, Glory, it is your turn. And your poison will have fallen off at this point as well.
All right, I'm going to use bonus action Warrior of the Gods for 40-12. And then we'll attack this guy.
Yeah, and if it matters, his AC is lowered by 2 from the effects of slow.
That'll connect.
And another 3 necrotic on top of that. So, and then I'm going to cleave into this guy.
Tell me what your cleave feature is. Oh, I don't think I've seen you using that much. Have you had that the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it that much because creature's got to stack up nicely, and also I forget because this is a 2024 feature. So.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was like, I'm not even familiar exactly what this is. Okay. Yeah, so that hits, and it looks like weapon damage, but no modifier. Okay, so go ahead and post weapon damage only.
5. Oh, wait. Rage, I believe, does count on that.
Yeah, it just says you don't add your ability modifier, so I'll give you rage.
And then the second attack onto the slowed one.
Okay. 23 will hit. All right, your blade slashes down, catching him in the shoulder. He's looking badly hurt. All right, Laud.
All right, I'm going to cast at the second level Dissonant Whispers on this one and this one to try to make them run away.
The bearded one will be affected, but the barbed one will not.
Okay, so the bearded one's going to have to run, and the other one, I guess, will just take half damage. And then I will bonus action give Bardic Inspiration to Glory.
All right,
my turn.
I don't think I saw the damage posted yet, unless I missed it.
Oh yeah, no, I just didn't click it. Sorry. 8.
All right, and I believe he doesn't start. Oh, he has to use his reaction to move. Okay, so let's see. All right, he will make his way there. Caliban.
Could I use my reaction to strike at him?
Yep.
Same.
Yep, you can, yep.
And I will use Sentinel to halt him.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to rule that basically he gets to here because he would be about to leave your reach. It wouldn't. Yeah, I guess he'd still be here then because he doesn't actually leave your reach. He gets hit there. So, okay, I'll apply that damage and then he freezes there. All right, he is wounded by both of your... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The 9 does not connect. I actually apply that as damage. Give that back to him. So that misses. The halberd does connect. All right, we'll move to Grimm's turn.
All right. Looks like a cave structure, so I'm going to run this way at him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, I'm going to bonus action dash. I'm going to use my adrenaline rush, so I have 2 more uses of that. And go 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. And I want to take some of the ire, so there's 30. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm gonna swing at the one to the north.
Okay. $23 will connect. All right, he goes frozen.
Okay, second attack at the guy next to me. The other.
Alrighty, gotcha. That'll hit.
Oh, okay. And sap, please, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, Runak.
Okay. Runak is going to move up. Where's the exit? Tell me.
And he is going to slash.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear who you were attacking.
Oh, sorry, this one.
He is currently frozen in place. So your blade hits him and does nothing.
Okay. I will attack the one right in front of me then.
All right, just to your south. Okay. Yes, that will connect. All right, your blade slashes down, wounding him. He's looking badly hurt.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Archgale.
I'm gonna move right to here. Is this spot directly south of me able to be occupied by myself?
Sure, but I'm going to call it squeezing since you're medium size.
What are the rider effects of squeezing?
Essentially, you're making attacks at disadvantage, and any attacks against you have advantage.
Okay. I don't mind that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Spirit Guardians.
All right, you cast Spirit Guardians. That's was that 15-foot radius?
Yes.
All right, that springs into effect. So that will be all 3 of them. I'll go ahead and roll those saves. I think that's Wisdom. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. So 2 of them will succeed. 2 of them will fail. Go ahead and post your damage.
And this will be radiant.
All right, the one that's frozen in place, you see like the Spirit Guardians like hit him. It doesn't seem like it has much of an effect. Okay, that damage has been applied as the Spirit Guardians flit about.
Okay, I'll move the 5 feet back. Well, yeah, and I'll end my turn there.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to attack at Runak. First attack's at disadvantage because of sap. So that 10 will miss. Then he's going to attack with his glaive.
Use lucky. Yeah,
Okay.
I used it.
Yep, you use
I'll
it.
use lucky to give disadvantage.
Yep, that will miss. Yep. All right, and then he will stay there. So go ahead and post your. I think he gets damaged again, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's another wisdom save from him. All right, he'll succeed on that, and he'll suffer 7 points of damage. He will go still. All right, this guy's stilled, and we move to Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go with the majority group here. All right. And I'm going to try to shoot Eldritch Blast at this guy here.
All right, do what you can, trying to aim around your allies.
My sheet just froze up on me. All right, here we go.
First will connect, second will miss.
All right. And I moved 25 to get here, so I'm just going to go ahead and go there in case somebody else needs my spot.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to use a bonus action to try to overrun past Caliban. So Caliban, basically what I need from you is your strength mod plus your proficiency bonus plus 8. Figure out what that is. And don't worry, because that's not going to beat it. So he tries to push past you. He is not able to do so. So instead, he's going to attack you. The beard will critically hit you. All right, max damage plus normal. So we'll go ahead and post that. So we're going to add 8 on top of this. So it's going to be 15 points of damage, and you are poisoned. And then he's going to attack you with the flail as well. That will miss. He's then going to move. And I believe, Caliban, you already used your opportunity attack.
I did.
Okay, he's going to move to there.
Hey, Adam, also, when it started its turn, I think it should have Spirit Guardians. I think it had to make a save.
No, it's at the end.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
the
thought
end
it was
or
end.
start?
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to... he's going to move to here. Grim, do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that'll certainly connect. All right, you smash into him. From here, he's going to attack with his claws against Glory. That is going to connect and cause a grapple on Glory. Whoops, sorry, ignore that. Wrong button. So that is going to be 11 points of damage, and then you're grappled. With you being grappled, he's going to push you back to here as he takes your spot. And then he's going to use his tail to attack Archgale. And that is going to miss. All right, what you're noticing here, Glory, is as he's clawed into you, you can see all these spines and barbs on his body, and he's holding you close. All right, Caliban, your turn.
Okay, now that he
Hold
ends
on.
his turn, does he?
Yes, he does. Yep, here comes save.
Yeah, it's the. I just looked it up. It's the legacy. It's kind of funny. The legacy is they at the start of their turn, and the new one is at the end of their turn. So that's just
All right, he succeeds on that save. He'll suffer half damage.
Does he have... he must have advantage then. Wow.
Caliban.
We talked about doing something dumb, so it seems like it's the right time. I think we've got these guys sort of on the road. I definitely think the guy who threw fire at me is immune to fire, but I'm not as certain the guy who just ran away, the barb devil. So I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna cast scorching. Nope, not flaming spirit. Wrong button. Since Adam just did it, I'm gonna claim the oops on the wrong button there.
Happens to the best of us.
Cast Scorching Ray on the Barb Devil that just flew away from me. All three rays.
And you are shocked to find out that he, as a devil, is immune to fire.
Oh, it's worth a try. He wasn't using fire. That was a good attempt.
Do you have a feature also that prevents the disadvantage of casting a ranged ability when you're within 5 feet of somebody? Because just so you're aware, like I think you would be casting that at disadvantage on all your attack rolls.
He would be, and for that effect, let's have you post just one, just to see if you happen to fumble at disadvantage for funsies. But yeah, they won't hit or connect. Even if they do, they don't do no damage.
But isn't it if your target is within 5 feet, or is it
It's if it's any combatant is within 5 feet.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was just if your target was. Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
disadvantaged anyhow because I was poisoned.
Right. Yeah. The idea is if like someone's up in your grill, it makes it harder to focus as you're attacking ranged.
Well,
Yeah. So just post one of the rays. Again, odds are So it essentially can it misses, and the third one connects, and then you realize he's immune to fire.
That's interesting. That the can. It's good to test that because it auto rolled the next two, but I set myself to disadvantage and only rolled the first one at disadvantage, and then it auto rolled the next two on its own. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll report that one up to Roll20 as a bug and let them know. They probably already know, but just in case.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, my turn.
All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, guys. How is that possible? I feel like this guy just took his turn.
There was a frozen guy that was in the same space.
Yes. Okay, that's my bad.
The other guy.
So I went out of order. So I'm going to remove the frozen guy. I'm going to skip this guy's turn because he already took his turn. So Glory, it is your turn.
Okay. Bonus action. Use my last D12.
All right, so you do some healing, but because you're currently grappled with this guy, you're also going to take 5 cut down to 2 piercing damage.
Okay. If I attack this guy, am I at disadvantage or anything?
No, you're not.
Then I'm going to attack this guy.
It says the start of its turn. Doesn't that mean the bearded or the barbed devil's turn? So wouldn't that only apply the next time its turn runs around?
Yeah, okay, yeah, my bad, I missed that. I thought it said start of the player's turn. So yes, you can hold off on applying that 2 damage until it gets back around to its turn. 26 will hit.
And then an additional 3 necrotic.
All right, that blade will cut into it. All right, second attack. Yeah, that'll hit as well. Okay, blade slashes into him, wounding him a second time.
Was that on my turn?
Okay, Laud.
All right, I'm going to take a step there, and I am just going to fire at it. I assume this would only go over Archgale. True Strike at this creature.
Yep, he'll get cover.
Okay.
That is going to miss.
All right, and that will be my turn. That's it.
Okay, Grim.
Okay, what am I looking at? I'm 3 in a row that are stilled.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm gonna move up 1 to here. I can't get in there and fight. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to bonus action Adrenaline Rush. I have 1 use left to move 5 feet. This guy.
Yes, your Morningstar connects. That will wound
And
him.
strength saving throw, please. Smash him to the ground with my shield.
You haven't gotten one of these guys yet. Let's see. Yes, you do manage to knock him prone.
All right, advantage here.
32. You don't see that very often. That's going to hit.
Okay, let me roll my crit here.
That is a high roll. Oh.
Gotta love that max bless. All right, twice as many damage dice than normal, and push the creature up to 15 foot in any direction. Okay, go ahead and post a crit, and we'll see that damage.
Ooh. I hit
All
crit
right.
damage on the thing.
Yeah, believe it or not, that is a crit. You rolled a 4 and a 1. So that is
Nice.
10 points. And then you can move him 15 feet in any direction if you wish.
I do not wish to.
Okay. All right, move to Runok's turn.
Okay. Runa's just going to attack the one next to him.
Okay. Yes, that'll connect. All right, your blade slashes in and wounds him. Connects a second time. All right, you've wounded him twice with your greatsword.
Okay. And that's the end of my turn then.
Okay, Archgale.
Oh well, that changes things. I will. I guess I don't really have a lot of. I really don't want to give you the dice, but I don't really have a choice. But I do have a quick question. Um, can I cast Sanctuary on myself at this current state?
You can, but I think it would end very quickly.
And it's because I'm dealing damage, I assume, with the Spirit Guardians.
Right. Let me read exactly how it's written, but I think that would be kind of broken if you could be Sanctuaried and Spirit Guardian.
It's casting any spell 2024.
But it's also dealing damage. Like if,
Right.
if you deal damage, he's not casting another spell because the spell's already running. But once that spell does damage, it will drop.
Right. Yep. So
And
if you
it
deal
prevents-
any damage, it would drop.
Yeah, it prevents the broken Baldur's Gate 3 thing where you just run around while being immune.
Okay. In that case, I guess I'm gonna have to give you the dice, and I'm gonna
Well-
say what? Toll the Dead.
Well, and just remember, you can disengage if that's what if you're trying to get out. If you're trying to do Sanctuary not to get hit, just remember you can disengage.
No,
I don't know if that's what you're thinking about, and my apologies if I'm overstepping, but
I just wanted to. I did want to just stand here, but not be the main target, but also have that spell up. Which does I kind of figured it would be very broken and silly, but
right. But you could disengage and move one or whatever if that's what your intent is.
no. My intent is to kill this thing now, so I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
All right. Toll the Dead on this guy. Wisdom save. He is not affected.
Okay. That's movement. I don't really have nothing else. A quick question: this spot next to Runok here, would that be considered like me being able to fit there, or is it the same situation?
If you're talking about this spot right here, just left of Runok, I would say that is also squeezing.
Okay, then I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna end my turn.
All right, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack. See what happens.
That happens.
All right, Adam. If he doesn't drop, I'm going to go ahead and smite him. Just to let you know. So. And then piercing.
All right, twice as many damage as normal, plus a bleed effect. Looks like that wasn't the crit damage click, so...
Oh, sorry. You want? Yeah.
So
I'll just push this, and you do what you want to do. What you got to do with that. Then
All right.
I'll just click that in. Yeah.
I'm just going to take that because mathing is going to be easier. So he's still up.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use my free smite that I get.
Okay. All right.
And then I got to add. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that's enough. That's going to cause him to be stilled. So he will loose his grasp on Glory and he is stuck in place.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and move. And that'll end my turn. Thank you.
All right, this guy's turn. He's going to stand up from prone. He's going to attack Grim at disadvantage on his first attack. That is going to not be a critical. It'll miss. Second attack, 22, is going to hit Grim. So that first attack, Grim, you're going to take 3 points of graze damage. The second attack, you're going to take 4 points of damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw. All right, you don't get the rider effect on that, so just apply your damage. Should be a total of 7 there as we move to Caliban.
That ate into my temp, just so you know if you're not seeing it.
Nope, no, I gotcha. Caliban, your poison will wear off at this point, and it is your turn.
10, 15 to there. I'm going to bonus action Warbond my sword back to my hand. I just dropped it. I can't. Assuming the square, I'll be squeezing if I'm in the square ahead of Barnaby there.
I would say you could stand here because it's only barely touched by the cave, so I'd say you can stand there without squeezing.
Okay, and just gonna do the wacky whack to the guy to the south. So I'm normal. I'm not disadvantaged anymore.
Correct. Yeah, 18 will hit. Okay, the blade will wound him. That will connect as well. Wounding him a second time.
That's what I do. That is as far. I guess I didn't end up needing it, but I guess I could have also moved to that spot there.
I would say moving through there. I would call that like you would need to overrun or tumble through him.
Okay, that's fair. I will end my turn there.
All right, that guy has since been stilled, so he's out of here. Move to Glory.
All right, I'm going to start by moving a little bit towards the east. Can I, if I were to go, say, here, can I still attack this guy?
You can. He'll get cover, though, since you're attacking through your allies.
Okay. I will attack.
That will miss.
Second attack.
That will also miss.
Polearm strike.
That will also miss.
End my turn.
Alrighty, Lod.
All right. Start moving 10, 15, 20, 25, I guess 30. Okay. Can I actually shoot a crossbow at him, or are there too many people in the way?
Nope, you can. He's just going to benefit from cover.
Okay. I will use a lucky point, and I will take a shot at advantage with True Strike. As soon as I can find the button.
That will miss.
Guessing a 13 miss. Okay. That's really all I've got. That'll end my turn.
Okay, Grim. Caliban set him up for you.
I'm ready. Good job, buddy. Oops.
15 will connect.
That hit?
Is he prone?
Not yet. No, not anymore.
That will hurt him very badly.
Bad enough to knock him down again. Strength saving throw, please, with my shield.
Let's find out. Yes, he is knocked prone.
Die.
That will hit, and he had exactly 1 HP left, so he is now stilled.
The finisher.
All right, folks, we are
All right,
out of combat as all the opponents that are obvious here have been defeated.
Yeah, when you say still, they're just like frozen.
Yes, frozen in place.
Is this something that I might know why this is happening? I think I personally do, but like my character.
Give me an Arcana check. So you would hypothesize here, Laud, that certain types of creatures, when they're defeated, they don't actually die, they go back to their home plane. But Do those rules hold up in this pocket dimension? Could they do that? Maybe they just get stuck in transit? Hard to say exactly.
I think they're just stuck. We should find the way out.
It's over here. I see it. I see it, guys. Down here.
Ah, there it is. Well spotted, my friend. Urgh.
All right, you notice this swirling ball of energy. What are you doing, Caliban?
Let's get Runok through it first. Grim, maybe take Runok in case there's something bad on the other side. We'll be right behind you.
Right, Runuk. Come here, buddy. Let's jump in. Trust
Okay.
me, it'll be fine.
All right. This place
It's
is
made of
scary.
rainbows.
All right, Grim, as you and Runok step into it, you notice the portal wavers momentarily. Then I'm going to need you, Runok, and Caliban and Glory. Please roll me a d20. Whoever gets lower, or actually, no, I'm sorry. It's a total of 4 targets. So, yeah, Grim, Runok, Glory, and Caliban. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Does the aura apply here?
As long as you're within range of Barnaby, yes.
Okay. And Bless is still going. I'm gonna spend a luck to
And I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. That's
Louisiana too.
T8,
Carolina,
Carl?
Dolphins.
last for him to get advantage.
Say, Carl, bardic is D8, right?
Yep.
All right, so the DC of this is 17. I'm going to rely on you guys to determine whether you succeeded or failed. If you failed, you're going to take full damage. If you succeeded, you'll take half.
Barnaby, what's your thing?
It's special. It's +4.
Okay, so I failed.
So essentially what you notice here, Grim, as you touch the portal, you notice it wavers, it stops rotating, and a bolt of lightning flashes out, strikes you, splinters into 3 other bolts of lightning, which strike the other 3.
Ow! This isn't it.
And it's lightning damage.
Lightning damage, yes.
I have 5 hit points left.
Oh God, that's not the way out.
Maybe it is. Maybe we just have to disable that.
Was the damage posted somewhere?
51 points.
Yeah, 50.
Holy hell! How did I miss that?
Because it's a big, scary number.
I must have like a. Oh, there. Oh, you just posted it there. 51. Okay. Ooh, and it's halved.
Maybe it's not the right portal. Someone who knows about portals. Someone check it out.
I know a little bit. I can check it out. I don't know if that'd be investigation or arcana.
What is it that you're trying to determine?
Basically, if this is actually a portal that leaves this plane.
I don't think you have any special knowledge, and I don't think being able to look at a portal, you'd be able to tell that just with your knowledge of Arcana.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Adam. I'm in the portal, so I survived that, but am I pushed back or am I in the effect still?
No, it's not an ongoing effect. So essentially, as soon as you interact with it, touch the part of the portal that's swirling, you notice this take effect. It strikes you, shoots out, but then it's not moving anymore. So you're kind of like feeling this strange misty air in your hand. But other than that, it doesn't do anything.
Am I in the portal, or I'm guessing if I press one more step, I'll probably get knocked again. But what if that's what it takes to actually get through it?
You could certainly try. Would you like to move step? If you want to, go ahead and try.
Maybe let
I'd
the
like to
others
get out of
step
the
back.
Yeah, I'd like to get out of the way before he does that. Yes.
Let's look around and see if there's one that doesn't shoot lightning.
Yeah, maybe
Really
there's one down
quickly.
here.
Let me do something so we don't die. I'll split that between Runok and Caliban. I don't know what get you guys to half, but
You'll have to decide because
So
Runok can
20 each.
take 31. Okay, 20 each. That would work. Actually, no. Caliban can only take two. What were you at, Caliban? You can take 2 off because you can't take the full
Oh
20.
yeah, I can go past that. Yeah, I have 2. Yeah, so it'd be 22 to Runok if he can take it.
Yeah, I could take a bunch.
Here, I can try something, and I'm going to try to dispel magic at the 4th level on like the lightning effect.
So just to clarify, the lightning effect is not ongoing. All you see right now is a portal. The only time you saw the lightning was when Grim touched it while it was still swirling, and then the bolt shot out and ricocheted. It is not swirling right now. You do not see a lightning effect.
Okay, so I couldn't dispel that because I don't see it. Gotcha. And I do not want to dispel the portal. So okay.
Well, then I just go in.
Try it again, Grim.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Glory has a question.
Nothing seems to happen, but yeah, Glory.
I just want to listen for anything coming from the south.
All right, yeah, go ahead and throw a perception check. That familiar scuttling sound that you heard before, it doesn't seem to be in this area. You're not sure if it came from those opponents you faced or is some reason it's not here, but it's mostly quiet here.
Okay.
Would I know at all if portals are like one directional? You know, like this is only a way in and not a way out?
I would say based on what you've read, you know there are multiple types of portals. Some are one directional, some are bi-directional, some are tri-directional. Hard to say.
Okay. Now maybe this one doesn't go out.
So
It might only come
I'm
in.
gonna say, hokety pokety, biggity smokety, take me home because I need a good pokey.
That's not how magic works. Let's go this way.
No, you're supposed to click your heels.
Well, dang it.
You need a magical loot.
This
Red
pocket dimension is
shoes. Red
huge.
shoes.
Everything's trying to kill us here.
I see that red light.
Oh, that's probably the good one.
It's up this way.
It's a little ominous, but it is red. It is a light.
The one we came in was red.
I see another portal.
Adam, I'm going to assume Bless is off by now.
Yes.
That's gonna be it.
All right, Glory and Caliban, as you're making your way here, you notice this beautiful blue portal. It is raging in color. As it does so, and you're getting closer, you notice it flashes and a figure emerges. I would like both of you to make perception checks. All right, neither of you spot the very crucial detail needed in this scenario. And instead, I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order.
Wait, but Caliban, can you do your second wind thing? Do you have that, Spider?
Unfortunately, not before combat. All right, we are in battle. If you have alerts, feel free to do your deal. If you have initiative advantage, feel free to do that.
Oh, that's nice. 4-4.
Man, this is some low initiative rolls here.
I'll give mine to Glory.
So, Glory, do you want to switch with her?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, so this is the initiative order. What I am going to say, those of you that can see the creature, which is going to amount to Glory, Caliban, Archgale, and I believe that's it. Those of you who can see it, see this massive creature emerges. It looks like a very large bug shroud in ice. As it emerges, from this bluish portal. You notice the portal kind of wavered, fizzled for a moment. The portal is still standing strong. As you glance at it, I would say you get the almost immediate idea, this sort of impression just from its imposing nature, that this is a very, very powerful opponent that you don't think you're capable of defeating. And with that being said, it's the opponent's turn. And unfortunately, the special ability that I rolled for the opponent was steady aim. So it's going to go ahead and steady aim, and it is going to attack Glory once, Caliban once, and Archgale once. All right, as it makes its way to here, you're going to notice the spear.
Can I use my opportunity attack when it makes its way there?
Sure. Your blade misses. All right, you're going to notice it takes its spear and it throws it, and as it connects or misses, it immediately reappears in its hand, and it does this 3 times. So once on each of you. So here's against Glory.
Is it steady aim like the rogue steady aim?
It is, yeah. So since it moved, it won't gain steady aim this time. So it's going to be just a 20. So 20 against Glory is going to hit. Let me post that damage.
412.
All right, that's going to deal 13 points of piercing, 6 points of cold. And let me just double check one other thing. All right, when you're struck by this, Glory, you cannot take a bonus action or reaction. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet. And on your turn, you can either move or take one action, not both. Second attack is going to Caliban. 25.
I'd like to shield that, I think.
All right, go ahead and burn that shield slot, and this ice spear gets absorbed into your shield. Third attack against Archgale. 28. All right, that's going to be 10 piercing, 10 cold. Same effect on you, Archgale. No bonus action or reaction. Speed reduced by 10 feet. Can either move or take an action, not both.
Okay. My page just crashed, but I'll get that damage.
All right, and then make sure you make your concentration check, unless you apply it, and automatically rolls that for you to see if Spirit Guardians is still up.
Yeah, hold on, my sheet just crashed.
And it looks like, you switched with Glory, so I didn't update the sort yet, so you're okay, you got some time. We'll move to Glory's turn.
I am going to move.
Okay. All right, as you step away without disengaging, it is going to attack you. This is going to be an Ice Spear melee, but it misses. Okay, Runok.
Okay. Runok is trembling with fear. He's going to rush up to here.
Touchdown was just over.
And he's going to dash into the portal.
Stevenson is.
All right, but turn off the background. I don't want to hear about the football game now. I'll watch it
I'm
later.
sorry. I'll turn it down.
All right, as you get up close to this portal, Runok, go ahead and throw me a perception check. All right, sending you a message. All right, so as you get up to this portal, you step close to it. You can feel the sort of like energy swirling of the portal. Nothing happens, and what I messaged you.
Okay. I will continue into the other.
So you feel like this is a barrier here. You cannot move through this portal, so you'd have to go around if that's what you're trying. So how much have you moved so
Yep.
far?
Eight to get to there.
All right, so you've got 4 left.
So, and then, um, shoot, I can't disengage. I'm just gonna risk it, I guess, and I will continue. I have one more, right? So,
Unfortunately, you can't cut across the wall there, so you're going to miss it by 1 space.
oh, I see. Okay. All right, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, we move to Grimm's turn.
Okay. Bonus action, second win.
Gloria, it looks like you left yourself inside the wall, which is not a legal space. I'm going to move you back 1. Unless you're willing to squeeze there. Are you willing to squeeze here?
You can move me back.
Okay, I moved you to a clear space so you don't have any penalties on you.
And I can, with that bonus action, I can move up to 15. So I want to move 5 at least. What are we doing? Can we get? Is that the portal? Do I keep going through it? What? Talk to me.
On the other side. It's on the other side.
What, left, or what do you mean other side?
Well, again, you're just
Don't-
hearing shouting from
Yep.
across the corridor.
I know. I don't know what he means. Okay. 5. Now I'm going to move because I can't. Oh, I can move to here and not end my turn in this space. So that could be 15 there, right, Adam?
Sure.
Oh, the blue portal, you mean? So now I'm going to go 30. 5,
No, not that one.
And that's about 6 seconds
And-
worth of shouting.
Guess 15. Other people can shout too. 20, 25, 30. That is my bonus action was second wind. Go 15. Movement is that. I guess I'm going to action dash to the portal.
All right, so you
I'm
dash. Feel free to
assuming-
move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30.
All right, Grim, as you step into this portal, you notice the green energy swishes all around you, swishing and swashing, and it extends forth, grabbing all of your companions and whisking you away back to Jost.
Oh,
Woo.
Nice.
I was thinking when you said green, I was like, okay, this one's poison. The other one was lightning.
It's a disintegration ray coming in.
All right, and you guys, time for the new campaign.
All right. Yeah, a little side adventure in order to allow for Runak to be resurrected. So essentially, you freed his soul from this trap, at which point Jagoda Mazurek can use her magic and use Raise Dead. If you guys haven't already deducted 500 GP for a diamond that makes this appropriate, please do so. And Runak, you come back to life with the benefits of the Raise Dead spell, which essentially means you have a little bit of penalties that are going to take some days to wear off.
Okay. Yeah, Runak looks around and with weird, almost like crusty tears in his eyes, he says,
Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back.
It was nothing.
You gotta stop dying there, little fella.
Oh, and we got some mithril chainmail in case you want that as well, if it fits you and everything. We were thinking it might make a very nice rebirth day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might help keep you from dying again.
Why was I in that place?
That we
that
don't
guy
know.
smashed your face in with his thing, and you were dead, like DRT, dead right there.
Yeah,
But
my guess is that you were a bitch to someone, and so they tortured your soul. That's my guess.
Some debts to pay,
Oh,
perhaps.
that probably is true.
Yeah, you should use your that thing where you can change what you look like because your face is super smashed in right now. It's kind of ugly.
Okay.
He does instantly. And it's just like a better version of him, really.
Is that better?
I mean, it's not great, but you've always been kind of ugly, so.
Oh, okay. It's good to see you too.
Welcome back from the dead again.
Thank you. So we stopped the wedding.
We did.
You killed that vampire, right? You didn't let them escape.
We got them all. And we found a bunch of treasure.
Excellent.
Well, what do we do now? Did we win? Did we save the world?
I think Jagoda said that she had a scroll for us.
Oh, yes. How could I have forgotten in all this excitement? I did, though. Yes, this arrived for you. And you see she pulls a scroll, a sealed scroll from her belt loop, and she holds it out.
I'll go get it as the leader of this group.
Can you even read it?
Shh. Working. Thank you, my lady.
You notice that it is sealed here, Grim. I'm not sure if you recognize this symbol, but if you want to make a history check, you can. Yeah, your memory's quite strong here, Grim. You happen to remember seeing this back when you were in Carriessen meeting with the court in exile. This is clearly the mark of the royal house of Krakova.
Oh, this is a letter from Krakova. This probably should be opened by the knight of Krakamama. Here you go, Archie.
Ah, thank you.
Read it aloud, proudly.
Yes, I will. I'll break the seal and open it.
All right, and this is what it says. And that is not loading. One moment.
Try squeezing a lemon on it.
This
Use
is
the
what it
vial of
says.
sunshine.
Okay. Friends of Krakova. Archduke Avgost Wallerska. Hold on, I need my reading glasses. Has been taken captive by our enemies. Make haste to my side to discuss his rescue. The enclosed signet should purchase your swift transit at the Hall of Masons. Sincerely, Ursula, Queen of Krakova.
Is that like the Archduke, the guy who gave me this plate armor?
That's correct. The same one who knighted me.
Oh, yeah.
The Queen
Guess we
sent
did.
the Queen sent separate word ahead to me as well. At her request, I have arranged an appointment with Beata Stellan, the guild mistress of Joe Stonemasons. She awaits your presence at the Hall of Masons. The guild is rumored to have a way to visit their quarry sites at a moment's notice.
We should probably go there. We might want to sell as much of this stuff real fast, though, on the way there. And maybe buy some more diamonds or something. We got a bunch of junk.
I agree. We should make it quick, though.
Yeah.
That set of knives is very interesting. I'm wondering if there's any historical value to those or something. Because, I mean, a set that pretty, I don't know. I don't know much about knives other than those. They're not magical and they are pretty.
Wedding gifts.
Hey, Lordship Jakoda, is there, I think I forgot, but is there a place to buy like magic weapons here? Not here, but anywhere around here.
If you
You
can
got the
find
answer.
anything like that, I would suggest checking out the Gods Market in Jost. You might find something, though magic items are quite rare, so I wouldn't expect you will find them easily.
Well,
And-
nothing
and
we
bef-
do is easy anyway. Thank you.
And before I forget, I don't know if we've actually said thank you for bringing our friend Runok back. I mean, I just want to make sure that you know that we appreciate that.
You are quite
My
welcome.
thanks.
I must say, it is honestly in the hands of the one being resurrected and, of course, the god. So Sif must not be done with you yet, Runok.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't easy, but I made it out.
Chakotay, are you able to lend any of your shield maidens to the rescue efforts?
That is an interesting ask. I must say, I don't know exactly what this entails. Having the shield maidens travel across country and taking them away from Jose is not something that appeals to me on its face. But if you have enough details to know how specifically they would be of aid, I will certainly consider it.
Certainly not all of them, but they are all fierce warriors. A small contingent of them would be most beneficial to us. We found that very helpful when the ladies of the north, Hydromol?
The
Huldra.
Huldra?
Huldra. The Huldra assisted us. They were most helpful in us taking down our foes and stopping the wedding.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. The warriors of Sif are mighty indeed. But as I said, unfortunately, how things are right now, with the Archduke having been grabbed right here from within the city, it has put an air of concern all around. People are very afraid. My shield maidens have been asked to step up and perform tasks outside of their assigned duties, even. If you have a very specific ask and a limited time duration, I may be able to assist, but I can't make any promises. Of course, we have to look out for Sif's followers' safety and the safety of Jose before anything else.
What about helping us get to our destination?
If by that
The
you
ma-
simply mean the Hall of Masons, that is here in town. You should have no worries, no issues getting there.
Okay, my apologies. I thought it was like another world away or something. It's been a long travel.
That is no concern. You will find the area you're looking for just north of the Gods Market.
Good, we can hit
Perfect.
the
We
market,
can, yeah.
sell some stuff, look for some magic weapons, and be right there.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
One last question before we leave.
Certainly.
Do you want the robes back? The holy robes of Adeline?
You see, she smiles.
They served us well.
She smiles softly and she says, I suspect you will have need of their use. In fact, let me see them just momentarily.
Okay. I will hold them out and offer them to her.
You see, she holds them close, looking at them, and she says a couple of words, and then she holds them up. You don't see anything happens, but she hands them back to you and she says, yes, indeed, they will very much come in handy.
One last request before we part. Do you or any of your shield maidens have the ability to heal my friends? Some of us got beat up a little bit in that portal world.
Yes, we can certainly help you with that. You see, she steps forward and calls for her sisters to come forward, and some of them do. And you see some of them begin chanting, and then she will do some chanting as well. And this takes about a minute, but she will restore all of you guys to max HP.
Ooh, good ask. Thank you.
All right, Archgale, you're going to notice that the Holy Robes of Sister Adeline have leveled up and gained a charge.
Oh, nice. So they have an extra use then?
Yep, so as you'll recall, they had 2 charges previously. Now they have 3 charges.
That's 1/3 gooder than it was before. Or
Wait.
1/2 gooder.
It's
You know
still
how to-
gooder.
You know how to do math, but you don't know how to read? That's crazy.
I knew what that symbol was.
Grim writes that down in his journal. I was right once.
Yeah.
I did math good today.
All right, so you guys are heading to the marketplace?
Yeah. Do we want
Absolutely.
to market online, or is that an offline activity? What's the plan?
If you're looking for just regular stuff, you can do all of that offline. So PHB stuff. If you're looking for special, like kind of rare things, then that's something we would handle online.
I think from my perspective, I'm just looking to offload basically all of this like monetized goods that we found, and then maybe assist in finding. Sounds like Grim is looking for like a +1 weapon or armor or something like that.
Yeah, +1 weapon would be good as I get mine up at the Huldremuth.
And I would also say if anyone needs any mundane items like better armor or whatever, this is a good time to chime up as well.
Yep.
I wouldn't
know
mind if they have a +1 reach weapon.
You can certainly check once you get to the market. Sure. So let's handle the sell-off first, because that's going to decide how much money you guys have to spend. So, Laud, go ahead and throw me a persuasion check as you try to hawk these wares around the various vendors and see what you can get.
Okay. I have inspiration, so I'm just gonna use it for advantage on this.
So this is
Can I
like a
get-
collection of checks. So basically you're talking to a bunch of different vendors and pricing things out and getting your best rate all across multiple. So I'm going to say no guidance or no inspiration on this check.
Okay. All right. Here comes the check. Oh boy.
All right. So essentially what you're noticing is that with how like scared everybody is around town, things are tight. People are tight-lipped. They're not really chatty. They're not really all that friendly. You can see everybody's a little bit worried, which makes everybody a little bit more conservative in how they're interacting with everybody. So I can give you, if you're trying to sell all of this, I can just give you a total rate. If you're just trying to sell some of it, let me know what you're trying to do.
I don't think anything that was non-magical we're trying to keep. And then is the stuff that we found, but we also have a couple items that we had found before. So from my perspective, I think just offload all of it.
Okay, so let's do just the treasure found on the handout for right now, because that'll be easiest. So obviously you guys are keeping the adamantine breastplate. You're keeping the mithril chainmail, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and
Yes.
so the gem, we kept that, and the rod, I think we're keeping that too.
All right, and the cloak of protection, you guys kept that, obviously.
Yep.
All right, and so you're just selling the rest.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right, and let me tell you your price for that. All right, so grand total as you price all of these things out, again, you can definitely tell that with how conservative people are, you're not getting best prices for these things, but you get offers, and total as you get your best offer you can get from the various stores for this whole lot, it's 3,880 gold.
3,880. Okay.
Yes. Are you willing to sell all that?
I would think so.
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
I second.
All right, so I'm putting sold in the name of the handout. That means that everything you guys didn't keep has been sold.
Okay.
All right, now you said there were other things you wanted to price out as well. Can you let me know what those are?
Yeah, so there's the Scrimsaw Sperm Whale Tooth, 2 blue jaspers. There is 12 silver trade bars, mahogany harp with brass strings.
Okay, hang on. Let's do these. Let's do these kind of like one at a time. So I got the Scrimshaw sperm whale. The best price you get on that one is 200 gold.
Okay.
All right, sounds like you sold that. And sorry, what was the second thing?
2 blue jaspers. I don't know what those are, but
Okay, you can get 80 gold for both of them.
okay, I'll say yes to that. And then there's a shrunken Dwergar head that we got in session 1 that we haven't used at all.
I think
Sure,
that
sell
was
that.
a trinket, so you're only going to get, I'll say, 1 gold for that.
Sure. Okay. And then there are 12 silver trade bars.
All right, those were the ones you found super early and kept them in that room. Did you guys ever go back and collect those?
we got several of them. You told us like a certain amount that we were able to collect because like we had put them on our characters, and these were the ones that were specifically on Zach. And then when he died, we threw him in the bag of holding. So these are like basically just Zach's.
So I've got, okay, so in the module, I see 12 pounds of silver trade bars. Is that what you said you had written down?
I have 12 quantity of them. Is what I have written down. Maybe maybe they're each a pound. I'm not sure what they each weighed.
Okay, sorry. So this is from real early on, or is this from the Reaver Cave?
No, this is from when even Gesh carried it out. I remember even Gesh carrying it out.
Yeah, it was like the first temple that we found.
In the causeways.
Yep.
Way back when. Okay, let me go back to the first chapter. Okay, and I'm sorry, you said 12 quantities, so total price on that is going to be 48 gold pieces.
Okay. Remove those, and then I've got a mahogany harp with brass strings.
80 gold pieces for that.
Okay, and then a bloodstone circlet.
$200 gold pieces for that.
Okay, and then the last thing that I've got on here that I don't think we need is a potion of animal friendship.
All right, that's a magic item, so that's slightly different. One moment. They will purchase that off you for 100 gold pieces.
All right, and then I've got 2 items on Laud, and this is the last of it that I would like to sell as well. And it's a greasy gold ring.
Is it still greasy?
I assume so. I wasn't here. This was actually the Reaver Cave is where I think these were found.
All right, yeah. Funny story was that came from the guy that they ate, and he saved that by swallowing it, and then they got it back after they started eating them. That's why it's greasy, but they'll give you 40 gold for it.
All right, and then the last item is a vellum scroll.
Is this the Vellum Scroll containing written saga of the northern hero Heilmar and his battle with the great ice serpent of Grokheim?
Yes.
Okay, you find a collector who will purchase that for 40 gold pieces.
Okay, and that's all of mine, and then I'll just add all that money up and put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, does anybody else have anything that wasn't mentioned that they're trying to sell?
Hey, Adam, I had the carved necklace from a deep one. I think it came from someone on the ship that we killed, but I can't remember what it's from. I remember it wasn't magical because I checked that.
Carved necklace. Oh, from your okay, yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, I think it was from the ship battle.
Yeah, okay, so you can find, again, same kind of thing you're noticing here as well, Barnaby. You can get 8 gold pieces for that.
Yeah, let's just add that to the group loot there. That'll be a portion of a healing potion or whatever. So,
How much was it? 8?
Yep, 8.
8.
Okay, so
Caliban's been carrying around these 3 blood red gemstones I snagged from the spellcaster we killed in the infight.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me track the price of that one down a moment.
I'm just moderately pleased with myself that I wrote down where I got them from because I certainly didn't remember.
Good job, journalist. Yep, somebody has to do it.
And I'm sorry, how many did you say you had?
There's 3.
You can get 48 gold pieces for the 3 of them.
Listen, Carl, you can take the 48.
Okay.
All right, with that complete, we're a little bit over session time, but I want to do a little bit of shopping stuff here. So if you're looking for magic items, throw me a persuasion check to represent your efforts of chatting around the market, asking for what you're looking for, seeing who they point you to and what you can find.
Lodge asking for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that something I can do?
Is it your intent to try to shop for them, essentially?
Yes, I guess, or like at least to find like a vendor that might have it.
Do you know what they're after, though?
It
I'm
sounded like
after
I
a
was,
+1 one-handed thing that hits really hard.
Yeah, I'm after a halberd or a glaive.
All right.
If at all possible, I would like a +1 shield.
Throw me a persuasion check, Laud, on those 3 asks.
okay. Can I run this at with inspiration or no?
Nope. Again, this is going to be a collective effort of talking to a bunch of different people.
Magical items,
Good
please.
lord, man! 3 and a 4. I have a +8 to this.
That's frustrating.
Okay,
Being a
so
fighter and failing con saves.
it happens, right? So you don't find specifically what you're looking for at all. What I will tell you do find is all right, you are able to find for sale a magical sickle that someone says is really, really good. And then you also find somebody selling what they call a lunar blessed greatsword.
I feel like we're getting bamboozled again.
Why?
Little trick.
Well, we can look into the great sword. Some of you may be using that, right? Or at least
I-
one person.
I do use one.
Oh, so we could use it then.
But you've already spent so much on me. I don't want to use any more of the group's gold, and I don't have enough for anything.
No, but it's better than getting a sickle, right? At least
For all of us.
if we
That's
can only
true.
help one person, if we give you a magic item, then that helps the group.
Yes, yes. I can hold my head up proud without having a sickle.
Hey, Adam. Since we've been bamboozled before, and you're selling magic items, would it be socially acceptable just to double check that is magical before we purchase it by identify or something like that?
If you have the spell identify, sure. I would say if you try to spend like a 10-minute ritual, then that's not going to go over well.
Okay, I was just checking. That would. Hey, let me just check this out real quick, kind of thing.
Also, Adam, is it fine if I convert all of our money just into gold?
Yeah, there's a
like
bank here in
collection.
Joe's. Yeah, you can coin or color change them up. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So is that a no on the sickle and the lunar touch greatsword?
I would say look at the great sword.
Yeah, we want to figure out what they do.
Yeah.
Does anybody have magic, or are you just relying on what the vendor tells you?
Well, I have detect magic, but I think somebody has identify.
I don't think we do. I think that was the original wizard. Shay was the only one that had that.
Oh, okay. I could cast at least detect magic, so we could just do insight checks or something once we've determined it is magical.
All right. If you cast detect magic, both items do detect as magical.
What does the shopkeep say that this moon blade does?
Says when you wield it, blessed lunar light will surround you and inspire your team.
What What's your asking price on that, sir?
I could let it go for, say, 500 gold.
Like a true hero.
Lod, what do you think, Lod? I mean,
I think we can
he
part
thinks
with that, yeah.
he thinks it lights up. I don't know if just light does anything though. You know?
Yeah, but if it's inspiring, it might make it easier for other people to hit stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, sir, how do you know what it does? I mean, was this here from a fallen hero, or what's the history behind this?
Oh, well, the history costs extra because we got to like write those things down and then validate them and then prove that they're true. So if you want that, I'll have to go pull the scroll that came in with this. But I can tell you, I've seen it in action before.
Adam, I'm going to insight check him
Sure.
because we all know that I roll well, you know.
You know, he's a merchant and he likes to make money. That's what you're pretty sure.
Hey, you know, he seems like an honest guy. Maybe.
Does the sword look like it would work in combat?
Yeah, it looks like a functional greatsword.
Okay.
And it is magical. I checked it for magic, so it is magical.
Yeah, that could be worth it sometimes, honestly.
Go for it. I say go for it.
Let's
Sure.
try it.
You
You only
presents
live
coming back.
once, right?
You got 2 presents coming back.
Well, not all of
Yep.
us. Some of us live multiple times.
All right. I think we go for it, guys. That's my vote. You never know.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it.
All right, deduct the money. He hands you over the great sword. You have that. Sickle, are you guys interested in that?
Not myself.
What's it called?
It's a sickle. Like you fight with it very kind of dexterously. It's a curved blade. You know.
Good for cutting carrots and
No,
On
I
the
don't want
grass.
Yeah, grass, exactly. All right, sounds like a big no on that one. All right, so you guys purchase this, and then I assume you're pretty quickly heading to the Guild Masons Hall to speak with the guild leader there and go forth. We're obviously over time, so we'll go ahead and pause it here for just to not keep you guys hanging. Eventually, you will discover that this greatsword is what is known as a moon-touched greatsword by its technical name. And what that does is when in darkness, you unsheath the blade, it sheds moonlight, bright light for 15 feet, and dim light for another 15.
yeah, that's what I kind of thought it may do.
Okay.
All right. And
Not
does
great.
it need to do that?
You're asking if you can turn it off?
Yes.
Well, let me double check. I don't think it says you can.
Yeah, I think you sheath it to turn it off.
Yeah, there's no on-off switch. Right. So, yeah, if it's sheathed, then of course it doesn't give any light. But as soon as it's unsheathed and in darkness, the effect automatically springs on.
Okay.
One last question. When we went to find that 500 gold diamond, would we have been able to find additional diamonds for sale? Because we were talking about buying like at least 1, maybe 2 diamonds for Revivify.
Yeah, I would say anything under, say, 5 would be no problem to find.
Okay. I would say we buy 2 of those diamonds.
That's
if
what I was
okay.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
Do you want me
I
to
mean,
add that
after
to my
all,
inventory.
Money well spent.
Yeah, I'll deduct the 600 gold from the.
Okay, I'll add the 2 diamonds then.
Yep.
Alrighty, sounds good, guys. Well, we're in a good position here. When we pick up next week, you guys will be talking to the Guild Masons Hall, and we will see if they can whisk you away to your destination quickly. Good session, guys. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you all next week.
Good
Thank
session.
you.
That's fun.
Yeah. Nice guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.